Hello there everybody, Oimon here, and welcome to Mass Effect 2. Oh yes. Oh, I have been looking forward to playing this one. This Mass Effect 2, I've said this before, but Mass Effect 2, absolutely one of my favorite games, like, of all time. It's just, it's so different from the first Mass Effect game. I remember the first time I played it, it was actually kind of jarring. I was like, whoa, they've really changed the way this game works. But as I played it, I didn't hit that wall like I did with the first Mass Effect game. And I just kept playing it. And I kept playing it. And then we got all the way to the end. And I was like, oh my god, I want to play the third one like right friggin' now. I had to wait like 2 years or something like that. Because I didn't get into the Mass Effect series quite late into the game. Because I had such trouble with the first one, of course. So, yeah. God, I fell in love with this game immediately. The characters were great, gameplay so much more improved compared to the first one. Gunplay actually feels really good in this one. It doesn't feel so floaty and light like it did in the first game. Story's really interesting. Like, there are some really good reveals about like the Mass Effect world and everything that's going on, and yeah, just brilliant. I love everything about this game, and I'm so happy to be able to play it here now for you guys, because it should be good. I'm hoping. Hopefully everything will work okay. It was weird. I was kind of getting weird lag on OBS originally when I first started this, but it does seem to have calmed down now, so okay, please don't do anything. If we do get lag, somebody please call out and let me know. Hopefully it'll be fine. But yeah, so hopefully that'll be okay. Hopefully with the DLC installed, I had one hell of a time because of this Cerberus network thing. Basically, you can like physically install all the DLC because it comes in like EXEs and you have to load it in, and it all installs perfectly fine, but none of it activates unless you connect to the Cerberus network, which technically isn't around anymore. It's one of those weird legacy things because this is a game released by EA, and EA don't like the idea that you can keep playing a game after they've decided no one should play it anymore. Oh well. But anyway, that doesn't matter. I did manage to get it all working as far as I know. Hopefully everything's in there. We won't be getting into any of the DLC today, I don't think. Well, maybe. We'll see how long it takes me to get through the opening parts of the game. So yeah, that'll be good. So we'll give a few people, give a few more minutes for people to come wandering on in. Obviously, I will be continuing the same character I played before, Angel Shepherd. I almost forgotten I'd called her Angel, but when I was trying to get the save file in here, because I forgot how to do it. You have to go to the configuration settings for this game and go into like a particular section of that, and then you have to press a button, tell it where the original game saves files are, and it's a bit of a convoluted process. It should be automatic, and I think it is on console, but for some reason on PC you have to actively import your save files, which is a bit strange. But I don't know, that's just the way it works. I don't know if you actually, you know what, I don't even know if you have to do anything like that on console. I've never played this on console, so I don't know. But we'll see. We'll find out when we get into it. And, God, yeah, I'm just looking forward to this. You know, replaying through Mass Effect 1, it's really given me a hankering for this game. Because, like I said, this is my favorite Mass Effect game. You know, I mean, in order of how I like them, it's 2, then Andromeda, then 3, and then 1. You know? Now, I'm not saying 1 is bad. It feels like they was just throwing things at the wall to see what would stick. And a lot of stuff did stick, and a lot of stuff didn't. And I think the things that didn't stick were either removed or changed. And I think that's okay. Like, you know, the gunplay in this one, as I said, it feels a lot better. It's got more impact to it. It's not as floaty as it was in the first game. I mean, people lament the fact you don't have large open worlds to explore. And I do understand that. I totally get that. You know, in the first game you had these large open worlds and you could explore them, but I never liked the design of the worlds in the first game. You know, how all the buildings were like just 3 or 4 different interiors that they just repeated over and over and over again. In Mass Effect 2, you don't get the large open planets, but you do get the interiors, and the interiors are all it's very specifically designed. Every planet has a different layout. And I think that's better because it makes the world feel more realistic. Whereas the first one just feels like automatic generation of planets and buildings and stuff. I mean, I mentioned it in the first one when you got that planet that like half of the planet is still like flat because they didn't bother modeling the rest of it or something like that. And it's just like, yeah, come on, guys, be a little better than this. But anyway, yeah, they did get better than this, and it's Mass Effect 2. So let's get started, because I will say the opening of this game is really jarring, especially as I came into this one right off of Mass Effect 1, because like I had trouble getting through Mass Effect 1, but when I managed to actually get to, I think I was on Ilos at the time, and there was a Steam sale going on, and Mass Effect 2 was on sale, and I was like, ooh, buy, because I was into it at that point. I'd gotten into the game, so I jumped straight into it. So the changes gameplay wise were really jarring, because it's like it changed the OK button from E to space. That's strange. That's really weird. But yes, okay, so we shall import Angel Shepherd, and hopefully it'll be good. Okay, so combat, yeah, definitely casual. Also level up squad only, subtitles, squad power usage, auto save. Yep, all that looks good. Okay, so the name was Angel Shepherd. I got up to level 60 because I kind of sort of cheated a little bit. I was a soldier, Paragon. Rex did indeed survive. Ashley died, good riddance. And of course, the council also survived. This is just like a summary of your main choices. There are other ones that, of course, come into play. There's like I think it's about 70 or so bits of data that actually get transferred across in the save file, or at least ones that actually, like, you know, get read. So yeah, that's just sort of catching you up. Electronic Arts presents a BioWare production. Really trying to make it feel like a movie. I like that.
Shepard did everything right. More than we could have hoped for. Saving the Citadel, even saving the Council. Humanity has the trust of the entire galaxy. And still, it's not enough.
Our sacrifices have earned the Council's gratitude, but Shepard remains our best hope.
But they're sending her to fight Geth. Geth! We both know they're not the real threat. The Reapers are still out there.
And it's up to us to stop them.
The Council will never trust Cerberus. They'll never accept our help, even after everything humanity has accomplished. But Shepard, they'll follow her. She's a hero, a bloody icon. But she's just one woman. If we lose Shepard, humanity might well follow.
Then see to it that we don't lose her.
Hello, Michael Sheen. Is it Michael Sheen? I always get the two mixed up. 1 month after the devastating gets attacked on the Citadel, the galactic community struggles to rebuild. The Alliance fleet made a tremendous sacrifice to save the Citadel Council and earn humanity's membership in their prestigious group. Now the Council is forced to respond to evidence that the Reapers, enormous machines that eradicate all organic civilizations every 50,000 years. I can't read that fast. It basically just picks up where the last game left off. We're out hunting Geth. Ah, the Normandy. F. Hey, I'm the only one allowed to stand up there.
Disengaging FTL drives.
Hey.
Emission sinks active. Board is green. We are running silent.
We're wasting our time. 4 days searching up and down this sector, and we haven't found any sign of Geth activity.
3 ships went missing here in the past month. Something happened to them.
My money's on slavers. The Terminus system is crawling with them.
Picking up something on the long-range scanner. Unidentified vessel. Looks like a cruiser.
Doesn't match any known signatures.
Cruiser is changing course. Now on intercept trajectory.
Can't be. Stealth systems are engaged. There's no way a Geth ship could possibly...
It's not the Geth. Brace for evasive maneuvers!
Hello. There goes Presley. Ooh,
Barriers down. Multiple hull breaches. Weapons offline. Somebody get that fire out.
This is how the game starts! Hey, it's Liara. Interesting enough, the person you choose to romance in the first game is the one who shows up here.
Shepard!
Distress beacon is ready for launch. Will the Alliance get here in time?
They'll be here.
The Alliance won't abandon us. We just need to hold on. Get everyone onto the escape shuttles. Joker's still in the cockpit. He won't evacuate. I'm not leaving either.
Nope, there's no time to argue. Better go.
I need you to get the crew onto the evac shuttles. I'll take care of Joker.
Boom.
Shepard. Liara, go. Now. Aye, aye.
But you don't see the face in the intro because, well, yeah, I'll explain why you don't see the face in the intro, but just pointing that out for future reference. It's funny, you don't remember seeing the escape pods originally.
Go, go, go!
Ah, the doc got out. Ooh. The Normandy, my proud ship. And it's what I kind of like about the intro. Like, this is really jarring. Like, if you've just come off the first game, it's like, what the hell are they doing? They're blowing up the Normandy. Ah, finally we get into it. Journal updated, get to the cockpit. Okay, let's do that. God damn it, Joker. Ooh. I love that. You can just see the flickering from the galactic map, and you see the planet up there, and it's like, ooh, that's somewhat terrifying. Hey, there he is. Talk to the Joker. Ooh. Lucky he's got the shield up, really. Well, the bubble. Oh, Joker.
Come on, Joker. We have to get out of here.
No, I won't abandon the Normandy. I can still save her.
The Normandy's lost. Going down with the ship won't change that.
Yeah, okay. Help me up. They're coming around for another attack.
We ain't going back that way.
Watch the arm.
Lucky there was an escape pod there. Nope, there goes gravity. Ow. It's one hell of a way to start a game. Like, almost everyone on the Normandy dies, the Normandy itself gets completely vaporized. And Shepard gets spaced. And not in a good way. Because the oxygen tank kinda got ruptured. Like, you're burning up in the atmosphere. And this is how the game starts. It starts with your character dying. It's like, how would you come back from that? That's it. That's the intro. Oh god, I love this game so much. Sort of choir version of the Mass
Commander
Effect theme.
Shepard has been recovered. The Lazarus Project will proceed as planned.
And yep, how do you recover from this? They literally bring your dead body back to life. Somehow. The Lazarus Project. That's all I can tell you. Now, this is why you didn't get to see your character's face during that opening section. In fact, if you looked really carefully, you would see the hair was actually different. It's because you can completely change your character's look if you want. Obviously, I'm just going to stick with the one I had before. Can I tweak it? Yeah, I can. Yeah, that's the face I had before. I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, so, same character, same name. Reconstructed body. Except imported face. Oh, select. And you can also completely change your customization of your character's type. I'm going to stick with soldier because I really like the soldier thing. But yeah, if you wanted to try something else for this game, you can. So yeah, the soldier. High-level operatives are outfitted with ocular synaptic processors, allow them to focus on targets with lethal accuracy. Power training, you get adrenaline rush, concussive shot, weapon training, assault rifle, shotgun, sniper rifle, heavy pistol, ammo training, incendiary, cryo, and disruptor. I love the different ammo types. This is why I like playing a soldier. In the first game, it's soldier because you get more specializations in the pretty much every type of gun. But in the second game, you can pretty much use any gun right off the bat because your skill at a gun mostly comes down to your skill at the game. But what you do get... Oh... Sorry. What you do get is special ammo, and those will come in really handy. I'll explain more of those in details later. Soldiers are pure combat specialists. No one is tougher or more effective at taking out enemies with gunfire. Soldiers have the most thorough weapons training and can use all special ammo types. That's really good. So yes, we're going with soldier. Your achievements. Oh yeah, that's right. Because I completed the game before. Again, this is much like the second one. You get a special kind of thing. So you get armor piercing arrow, barrier. I do kind of wish it explained what these are, but it doesn't. So yeah, basically because I've completed the game before and the game remembers that I've completed it before, we can do all this stuff. So flashbang grenade. What do I want? I'm always tempted towards armor piercing ammo, but then I've got incendiary ammo, which works really well on armor. Flashbang grenade. I don't know how well that really works on enemies, to be honest. Inferno grenade. Warp ammo is not as good. Shredder ammo, not as good. I'm going to go with armor piercing ammo. Because it's quite a good... It's nice to have another ammo type to go along with the incendiary, cryo, and shock ammo. So, yeah, armor piercing ammo. That'll be fine. So, yeah, Angel Shepherd, Origin Spacer, Reputation, I'm a war hero. Class is soldier, and armor piercing ammo is my special power. So yeah, basically because your character dies and then comes back to life, everything gets reset. So the 60 levels I gained in the last game, they're gone. But they do sort of carry over. Because I hit level 60, I think I start at level 6. And like if you get to level 50, because I think in Mass Effect 1, originally, the first time you play through the game, the max cap on your level is 50. Then after you've completed the game, the cap ups to 60 for some reason. And then you can get up to level 60. And the level you end the first game on dictates where you start in Mass Effect 2. So you know, I'm assuming that if you're at plus level 10, you start at level 1. And then if you're plus level 20, you start at level 2 or something like that. I can't remember the specifics. But yeah, that's basically what it is. And there are other little bonuses I'll be talking about as we go on. Which explains why I went to such extreme lengths to complete everything as I could. So yeah, anyway. This is Shepard. It is literally the last Shepard we carried on with. I haven't really changed much of anything. Let's get back into it. Yes, confirmed. You don't get to do that at the start of 3. I'll be honest with you on that one. Yep. It's because I've got levels.
Like stimuli, showing an awareness of her surroundings. Oh my God, Miranda. I think she's waking up.
Damn it, Wilson. She's not ready yet. Give her the sedative. Shepard, don't try to move. Just lie still. Try to stay calm.
Heart rate's still climbing. Brain activity is off the charts. Stats pushing into the red zone. It's not working.
Another dose. Now.
Heart rate dropping. Stats falling back into normal range. Too close. We almost lost her.
I told you your estimates were off. Run the numbers again.
Hopefully you can hear this okay. If it's too quiet, let me know. I can always up the volume at some point. Not that hard, really. Okay. Hello.
Wake up, Commander.
Ooh, looking a little worse for wear.
Shepard, do you hear me? Get out of that bed now. This facility is under attack. Shepard, your scars aren't healed, but I need you to get moving. This facility is under attack. There's a pistol in the locker on the other side of the room. Hurry!
And we're up.
Grab the pistol and armor from the locker. You don't have time to wait around, Shepard. Grab your weapon and armor.
This pistol doesn't have a thermal clip.
It's a med bay. We'll get you a clip from. To keep your head down, Shepard. Shield yourself from the blast. Someone's hacking security trying to kill you. Look for a thermal clip for your pistol.
Alright, yeah, so it's one of the big changes that happened. You don't have regenerating ammo now. You have just ammo.
Looks like they set up a barricade to try holding the mechs off. Look out!
What?
Keep moving. We need to get to the shuttles.
Yeah, see, here's the thing. In the first game, you can pretty much just stand around, not bother doing anything. And you'll be perfectly... No, that's not the... That's the wrong button again. Gonna have to get used to that. Space is now run. Space is now okay and run and quite a lot of things, actually. But yeah, one of the big changes is you don't have regenerating heat thing anymore. Now you have thermal clips, which acts pretty much like an ammo system. You're not actually firing ammo. Technically, your gun has different ammo. What you are...
Shepard,
Whoops.
security mechs are closing in on your position. Don't take any chances. Stay in cover while you take out those mechs.
But yeah, you really have to be darn sight more tactical in this game. Damn it. Wait for my shield to regen a bit. There we go.
Nice work, Shepard.
Alright. The other thing, of course, is you really have to be... Oh, look, I started down there. Yay! You have to be... Keep an eye out for little bonuses that you can find. There's not that many in this level, but there's more as the game goes on. But, again, I'll get into that as we get further on into the game. So...
Don't waste time. I can't keep the mechs distracted for long.
Oh, dear. Well, it's not looking too good for them, is it?
More reinforcements heading your way. Here come the mechs.
One grenade
Use
launcher.
the grenade launcher to take them out.
Oh, I've actually got to select it. Yeah, there we go. Oh, yep. Haha. Kaboom.
Take the elevator down
Woohoo.
1 floor.
Alright. Switch back to my pistol. There's no point in using the grenade launcher. Alright. Down we go. I think grenade launcher is the only major thing. Oh yeah, that's right. W in space. Ah! Through the fire. Hey, Zero.
You're doing
Rise from your grave? Well, yeah, I did. Quite literally, in point of fact. Doesn't sound so good for her, does it? Don't worry, I'm sure she'll be fine. Yep. Alright. Cerberus laptop.
Progress is slow, but subject shows signs of recovery. Major organs are again functional, and there are signs of rudimentary neurological activity. In an effort to accelerate the process, we've moved from simple organic reconstruction of the subject to biosynthetic fusion. Initial results show promise.
Yes. I am now technically a cyborg. Ah, yes. Here we have the little mini game thing. There's 2 hacking mini games in this, and they're much better than ones in the last game. Okay, so we need to match up symbols. There we go. Yeah. Believe it or not, there's actually like only about 3 or 4 different versions of that. You just learn them, and it's really, really good.
The cost of this project is astronomical, over 4 billion credits so far. But nobody seems to care that we've gone over budget. I don't know where the boss gets all his money. Maybe it's better not to know. I just wish he'd kick a little more in my direction once in a while.
Ah, yes. Even in the future, money is a thing. Right. Not like Star Trek. I think that was overkill.
Log update. I can't figure Miranda out. As project director, she should be ecstatic at all the progress we've made. But she's still the same old Ice Queen. Maybe she's worried Shepard might become the new favorite. Or maybe she is just a pure cold-hearted bitch.
Even in the future, nothing works. Yeah, it's true. Yeah. Hi.
What are you doing here? Thought you were still a work in progress.
Are you with Miranda?
Yeah, sorry. I forgot this is all new to you right now. I'm Jacob Taylor. I've been stationed here for—
Hostiles detected.
Damn it! Things must be worse than I thought if Miranda's got you running around. I'll fill you in, but we better get you to the shuttle first.
Okay.
I know this isn't the best time, but I'm sick of stumbling around when I don't know what's going on.
Fair enough. I'll give you the quick version. You and your ship were attacked and destroyed. You were killed, dead as dead can be when they brought you here. Our scientists spent the last 2 years putting you back together. You've been comatose, or worse, that whole time. Welcome back to your life.
This doesn't look like an Alliance facility.
It isn't. I can't say much more than that for now. The Alliance officially declared you killed in action. The whole galaxy thinks you're dead. And if we don't get to those shuttles, they'll be right.
Were there any other survivors from the Normandy?
I'll tell you what. You help me finish off these mechs, and I'll play 20 questions with you all day. We're low on thermal clips, but I'm a biotic. Just give the order when you want me to hit them with the good stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Subdue and suppress.
Alright, so you can order people around. I like this system a lot better than it was in the first game, because you had those huge ass things on the side where you could control people. But yeah, let's just get him to do that because the game's telling me to, and I don't think it likes me not doing it.
Okay. I promised I'd answer your questions. What do you want to know?
What's your job here?
Depends on who you ask. Technically, I'm Miranda's top lieutenant, but I'm just a soldier. I served 5 years in the Alliance before this. Now I'm in charge of the station's security. Usually a lot more dull than this. Normally I don't fire my gun unless it's target practice.
When I first woke up, someone named Miranda was talking to me over the radio. We lost contact just before I ran into you.
Miranda Lawson is the station's ranking officer. She led the Lazarus team. It was her job to bring you back to life, no matter what. Should have guessed she'd try to save you. She's not about to give up on you now. You said you lost contact. Could you tell what was happening?
There was some gunfire and an explosion right before I lost her.
She knows how to take care of herself. But I hope she's okay.
You said they spent 2 years rebuilding me. How bad were my injuries?
I'm no doctor, but it was bad. When I first saw you, you were nothing but meat and tubes. Anywhere else, they'd have put you in a coffin. But Project Lazarus was different. Cutting-edge technology.
What do you mean, cloning? Cybernetics?
I don't know the details. You'd have to ask the scientists. But I'm pretty sure you're not a clone. They wanted to bring you back exactly as you were. You're still you. You just might have a few extra bits and pieces now.
What can you tell me about the project?
No third
Are there
arm.
other
That would have been
test subjects?
useful.
Project Lazarus only had one subject. The whole point was to bring you back. Just you. Even that was a challenge. 2 years. All the top scientists. The best technology money could buy.
And then some.
The last thing I remember is the Normandy blowing up. Did anyone else make it?
Just about everybody survived. A few servicemen from the lower decks didn't get out. Navigator Presley was killed by an explosion. But everyone else, including the non-Alliance crew, the Asari, Liara, and the Quarian, they all made it out alive.
Do you know what any of them are doing now?
I don't know, Commander. It's been 2 years. They've moved on. Left the Alliance. Could be anywhere.
They were my team. If they knew I was alive, they'd come back.
Maybe you can track them down after we get off the station. If we get off the station.
Do you know anything about this attack? Who's behind it, what they're after?
Damned if I know. I was getting ready for some shut-eye, then bam! Bunch of explosions. Next thing I know, every damn mech in the place starts shooting at us. I'm guessing it had to be an inside job. You'd need top security access to hack all the mechs.
What's the quickest way to those shuttles?
Depends where the mechs are thickest. It's probably best if
Check. Anyone on this frequency? Anybody still alive out there? Hello?
Wilson, this is Jacob. I'm here with Commander Shepard. Just took out a wave of mechs over in D-Wing.
Shepard's alive? How the hell? Never mind. You need to get her out of there. Get to the service tunnels and head for the network control room.
Roger that, Wilson. Stay on this frequency.
I think I remember a Wilson checking on me one time when I woke up.
That's him. He's the chief medical tech. Answers directly to Miranda. Come on. The service tunnels are this way.
Alright. So a lot of info dump. Yep, I died. Like, completely, totally, and utterly.
Log update. The Lazarus project is about to enter the final phase. It's taken nearly 2 years, but we did it. Commander Shepard is alive. This is the most amazing medical achievement in recorded history. Maybe now Miranda will finally show some appreciation for everything I've done.
Probably not. That's not Miranda's style. Okay. Ooh, ammo on the floor, please. Nope, wrong button again. Gonna have to get used to that.
Damn it. This room is crawling with mechs.
The whole station is crawling with mechs. I'm doing the best I can.
Find us another route out of here. Preferably one that doesn't lead straight into an enemy squad.
Just keep moving toward the control room. Don't get pinned down. Oh god. They found me. Help!
Wilson, where are you?
Server room B! Hurry! They're out of control!
Up those stairs.
Up the stairs. Up the stairs. Oh dear, more dead people.
Physical reconstruction of subject is complete, but we still need to evaluate all mental and neurological functions. Our orders were clear. Make Commander Shepard who she was before the explosion. The same mind, the same morals, the same personality. If we alter her identity in any way, if she's somehow not the woman she used to be, the Lazarus Project will have failed. I refuse to let that happen.
I guess she's my #1 fan. Okay then, right, let's head off.
Shepard, down here! Bastards got me in the leg!
You were there the first time I regained consciousness.
Yeah, that was me. How about we talk about this after we fix my leg?
Should be some meta-gel in the first aid station on the wall. Hopefully there's enough to get him up and moving again.
Grab the meta-gel from the first aid station.
Alright, left click and select Unity. Yeah. Wop wop wop. He's up.
Thanks, Shepard. Never thought you'd save my life. Guess that makes us even now. I thought maybe I could shut down the security mechs, but whoever did this fried the whole system. Completely irreversible.
We didn't ask what you were doing. Why do you even have security mech clearance? You were in the bio wing.
Weren't you listening? I came here to try and fix this. Besides, I was shot. How do you explain that?
You're all strangers to me. Let's get someplace safe and then we'll sort out whose fault it is.
Right, Shepard. We need to find Miranda. We can't leave her behind.
Forget about Miranda. She was over in D-Wing. The mechs were all over that sector. There's no way she survived.
A bunch of mechs won't drop Miranda. She's alive.
Then where is she? Why haven't we heard from her? There are only two possible explanations. She's either dead, or she's a traitor.
Then why did she wake me up and warn me about the attack?
Okay, maybe she's not a traitor. But that doesn't change the facts. We're here, she's not. We need to save ourselves. The shuttle bay is only a few...
Incoming.
We can overload the canisters to clear a path for the shuttles.
Gotta hurt! Mechs don't know when to quit.
Woo! Alright. Okay.
The fastest way to the shuttles is through those canisters.
Oh, that's right. We need to do
That's
that.
it. Let's get out of here.
Okay, we took him down. This is getting tense. Shepard, if I tell you who we work for, will you trust me?
This really isn't the time, Jacob.
We won't make it if she's expecting a shot in the back.
If you want to piss off the boss, it's your ass, Jacob.
The Lazarus Project, the program that rebuilt you. It's funded and controlled by Cerberus.
Ooh, remember them from the first game?
I think I ran into Cerberus a few times while I was investigating Saren. Some kind of pro-human splinter group, right?
Well, that's what the Alliance wants people to believe. But there's more to it. The Alliance declared you dead. They gave up. Cerberus spent a fortune to bring you back. Look, I'd be suspicious too. But right now we have to work together. I thought you deserved to know what's what. Once we're off the station, I'll take you to the elusive man. He'll explain everything. I promise.
Elusive Man. Is he in charge of all this?
Yeah, that's not his real name, of course. Nobody knows who he really is.
It was a code name the Alliance used for him. Kinda stuck.
I don't care what they did or what you say. I am not working with terrorists.
You can tell it to the boss, but after we've saved our butts. We're almost at the shuttle.
Alright. Yeah. Cerberus are the main characters in this one. Alliance barely even figures into it. Ooh, data pad. Ah, yes, one of these ones now. You have to play match up with the image at the top. And you have to make very sure not to accidentally move your cursor over... Gotcha. The red zones, because that's instant failure. Trust me, I learned that one the hard way. Gonna need all the credits you can get. Money is very tight in this game compared to the first one. Well, it's not very tight, but it's tighter than compared to the first game. Oh, hello. That reminds me, shouldn't I... Yeah. Let's switch to disruptor ammo. See, these are the different ammo types you get. You got... There's my armor-piercing ammo. I haven't unlocked the rest yet. But disruptor ammo rips through... Here it says on the left there. Rips through shields and shreds synthetic targets. And ammo damage to armor and health. So yeah, obviously we want to use ammo that hurts synthetics because we're fighting synthetics. Makes sense to me. Where are they? Where do they come from?
I've got him.
Oh, where did you come from? Out of the way, I'm going there. Nope, that's the wrong button. Out of the way. Is that everything? I think that's everything. Woo! Alright, now, over in here, got a couple of things we can get. Data pad. That, and that. Alright. A little bit more money.
Test subject has been recovered, but the damage is far worse than we initially feared. In addition to the expected burns and internal injuries from the explosion, long-term exposure to vacuum and sub-zero temperatures. Despite the extent of the physical trauma, Wilson assures me subject is salvageable. The Lazarus project will proceed as planned.
Well, I'm glad I was salvageable. Alright. Okay, that connects to that one. That connects to that one. Nice. Wow, that's a money. I'm gonna need every single credit I can get. Literally. Alright, so I think that's everything. It's actually been a little while since I played Mass Effect 2, so some of my memories will be a little rusty. But aside from that, I think we're fine.
Come on, through here. We're almost at the... Miranda, but you were...
Dead?
What the hell are you doing?
My job. Wilson betrayed us all.
Even if you're sure, did he deserve that welcome?
He sabotaged the security systems, killed my staff, and he would have killed us.
You sure about that, Miranda? We've known Wilson for years. What if you're wrong?
I'm never wrong. I thought you'd have learnt that by now, Jacob.
You should have taken him alive, see what he knew.
Too risky. I've put too much time and effort bringing you back to life to let you get killed now.
You really think Wilson's capable of that?
Not anymore.
A lot of people don't like Miranda, but I kind of like that she's just a... She is basically a bitch, but that's her character. Unlike Ashley, who's just a xenophobe, and that's why she's a bitch. In this one, her character is that she's a bitch, so it's a little more acceptable.
Say so? What's our next step?
We get on the shuttle and go. My boss wants to speak to you.
You mean the elusive man? I know you work for Cerberus.
Ah, Jacob. I should have known your conscience would get the better of you.
Lying to the commander isn't the way to get her to join our cause.
Well, since we're getting everything out in the open, is there anything else you want to ask before we go, Commander?
Convenient that you show up as we're leaving. Where were you during the attack?
Besides trying to save your life? Wilson figured out I was helping you when he sent an army of mechs to take me out. I got here as soon as I could. Probably a little too soon if you ask Wilson.
What about the rest of the people on the station?
This is the evac area. If they're not here now, they're not coming.
We can't leave without knowing for sure. We need to go back and look.
Don't you get it? The only one worth saving is you. Everyone else is expendable.
She's right. We all knew the risks when we signed up. Without you, there's no point to any of this.
Charming.
Where are we going?
Another Cerberus facility. The elusive man is waiting for you there.
Not sure I trust you.
This is the only shuttle off the station. You want to stay and rot with the mechs? Be my guest.
You're the Lazarus Project's director, aren't you?
That's right. I put 2 years of my life into this project. Into you.
What does Cerberus want from me?
Maybe you should ask the elusive man when you meet him. He poured virtually unlimited resources into Lazarus. Obviously, he has some kind of plan for you.
I've had enough of this station to last a lifetime.
Or 2, in your case. Come on.
Oh, how punny. Whee! We're off. That was your intro level. It's great. And of course, we got our 2 starting characters, Miranda and Jacob. They're going to be my team for at least until I get some proper replacements.
Before you meet with the elusive man, we need to ask a few questions to evaluate your condition.
Come on, Miranda. More tests? Shepard took down those mechs without any trouble. That has to be good enough.
It's been 2 years since the attack. The elusive man needs to know that Shepard's personality and memories are intact. Ask the questions.
Did you say 2 years? You've been gone that long?
2 years and 12 days. And you were on an operating table for most of it.
The sooner we start, the sooner we can be done. Start with personal history.
Okay. Records show you were a spacer kid, raised mostly on one ship or another. You enlisted and won a medal fighting Batarians during the Skillian Blitz. Do you remember that?
A lot of lives depended on me holding that position. I did what I had to.
However you want to put it, it was damn impressive. I had friends who were there. Satisfied, Miranda?
Almost. Let's try something more recent. Vermeer, where you destroyed Saren's cloning facility.
You had to leave one of your squad behind to die in the blast.
Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams was killed in action. It was your call. Why did you leave her behind?
Poor Ashley. Don't miss her at all.
I left a friend to die that day and I didn't do it casually. But I had to save as many people as I could. Ash gave her life for the rest of the team. Without her, I couldn't have stopped Saren. She died a hero.
I understand, Commander, and I wasn't judging your decision. Everybody at Cerberus knows that cloning facility had to be destroyed.
Shepard, think back to the Citadel, after the Alliance saved the Destiny Ascension and you killed Saren. What happened next?
Now, this is interesting. Because of the way that the save system worked in Mass Effect 1, the last save of the game is saved right before the very final boss of the game. So if you try to reload the save, you basically fight the last boss again. So your decision on who joined the council doesn't get saved. You actually have to make this decision here. So if you said, oh, Anderson joined the council, you can actually technically change it to Udina joined the council if you want. It's one of those slight oversights that I don't think they thought about when they were making the game. But yeah, you can actually change who joined the council here. But I will be doing Anderson join the council because that's just more fun, and Udina is a prick.
Humanity was offered a spot on the council. I recommended Captain Anderson for the position.
Yes, Captain Anderson is now Counselor Anderson. Though from what I hear, he preferred life in the military.
Still, good to know that the human council member isn't going to put politics ahead of defense.
Your memory seems solid. There are other tests we really should run.
Come on, Miranda. Enough with the quizzes. The memories are there, and I can vouch for Shepard's combat skills personally.
I suppose you're right. We'll have to hope the elusive man accepts our little field test as evidence enough.
I'm sure he will. Ooh, big. That's the other thing. This game feels bigger in scale than the first one, which is weird because in both of them you do get to.
The elusive man is waiting for you in the other room.
Okay, let's go say hi, shall we? Well, and this is good as well. This is actually something that you get. See, unlike in the first game, where you can have like thousands of equipable weapons and armor pieces and stuff like that. In this one, the armor you wear is standard. You have basically one set of armor. But with a few of the DLCs and as the game goes on, you do get a few little extra pieces that you pick up here and there. You know, enemies don't drop random loot in this game. The number of weapons and armor you get is very limited. So it's actually a lot less of an RPG than the first game is. You don't get the random loot drops or credit drops like you do in the first game, which was very sort of traditional RPG-ish. The RPG section is quite minimized, actually, but I'll get into more detail on that later. Okay, so you can change her armor, and you can have, because these are all things I've unlocked just because of DLC and various other things. But personally, I mean, they give you bonuses like Cerberus armor here. You get heavy weapon ammo goes up by 10%, shields and health up by 10%, and blah 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 blah, and all this other stuff. But what I actually want is more specific stuff. So what have we got in terms of helmets? So we have that one, which is health up by 5. We have also health up by 5. We have delay before shields start regenerating by 10. We have recharge time for your powers by 5. And headshot damage. Ooh, weapon damage by 3%. And shields by 3%. Ooh, that's tempting. That's very, very tempting. Alright, we'll go for that one. It does sort of obscure the face, but what you gonna do? Alright, chest. Alright, so we got general chest plate increases power damage by 3. Then we've got... Can we use... Nope, we can't. Oh, is that it? We've only got the 2. Alright, so it's health by 3. Weapon damage by 5. Ooh, yep, sure, that'll do it. Why the hell not? Alright, what have we got on this? So weapon damage by 3%. Or shields and melee. I'll stick with standard weapon damage, I think. As I said, the number of these you get goes up as the game goes on. You sort of pick up other ones and stuff like that. So health by 3. Weapon damage by 3. Yes, please. Always take increased weapon damage, because there's literally no reason not to. Shields, heavy weapon ammo capacity versus shield strength. I'll have the shield up by 8. So there we go. There you go, that's going to be Shepard's look. But you can also customize different things, like the material, what it's made out of, shiny stuff, matte stuff, that kind of thing. Have it super shiny or very dull, depending on how you want it to look. I'll stick with the standard on that one, but tint can be fun. You can literally customize the color of Shepard. So let's see. Where is... Go for that. That's quite a cool look. I'm tempted towards blue because it's like... Because you could go that. Could go... What's that color and then... No, it's not white. Where's white? Go blue and white for the Oimon colors. Something like that. Now that just looks weird. That looks really weird. Turn the pattern off. I don't really like the pattern. I think you can change it as time goes on. I think you unlock more stuff for this. Well, I'm not sure about the patterns and stuff, but trying to decide what color I want. Pure black would be good fun. You always get that. I think that's just like standard. I think you get more customization in the next game. Sort of limited. Black and red could be fun. Or maybe... Where was that? There. That looks okay. Let's go with that. You also get a casual appearance. That's just standard look. You can get that. You can get that. You can get that. But I just prefer the standard look. So there we go. There you go. I've customized my appearance. Isn't it lovely? Ooh, glowy.
Commander Shepard.
Elusive man. I thought we'd be meeting face to face.
Unnecessary precaution. Not unusual for people who know what you and I know.
You might be the reason I'm still alive, but that doesn't mean I trust you.
You need to put your personal feelings aside. Humanity is up against the greatest threat of our brief existence.
The Reapers.
Good to see your memory's still intact. How are you feeling?
You need to earn the right to ask me those kinds of questions.
Cerberus isn't as evil as you believe. You and I are on the same side. We just have different methods.
Cut to the chase. What are the Reapers doing that made you decide to bring me back?
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack. While you've been sleeping, entire colonies have been disappearing. Human colonies. We believe it's someone working for the Reapers, just as Saren and the Geth aided Sovereign. You've seen it yourself. You bested all of them. That's just one reason we chose you.
Fighting a war doesn't seem like Cerberus. Why are you involved?
We're committed to the advancement and preservation of humanity. If the Reapers are targeting us, trying to wipe us out, Cerberus will stop them. If we wait for politicians or the Alliance to act, no more human colonies will be left.
Sovereign was trying to harvest all life in the galaxy. Why would the Reapers target a few human colonies?
Hundreds of thousands of colonists have vanished. I'd say that fits the definition of harvesting. Nobody's paying attention because it's random, and the attacks occur in remote locations. I don't know why they've suddenly targeted humanity. Maybe you got their attention when you killed one of them.
Zero says Risk Raid 2 or in the Blind Forest. Torchlight 2, Super Hot, Hotline Miami Connection, all coming to Nintendo Switch. Yeah, I'd heard there was like a there was like an indie announcement video, Nintendo Direct thing today, wasn't there? A whole bunch of whole bunch of games coming out for the Switch, which is good. I mean, I'm really glad that the Switch is getting not only modern indie games, but it's getting a bunch of like old school indie games as well. So I'm really glad to hear that. Is it Ori and the Blind Forest, or is it Ori and the Will of the Wisps? Because I know that game is, I think, coming out for Switch at some point whenever they get around to releasing it, because I'm very much looking forward to it, because Ori and the Blind Forest was a fantastic sodding game. But Blind Forest Definitive Edition, that's fair. Actually, I think that's the kind of game that would make a good fit for the Switch, because the Switch is the kind of console that's really good for platformers. So I think that would be a really good fit for Switch. Okay.
If this is a threat against humanity, you need to mobilize the Alliance.
They suffered substantial losses fighting Sovereign. They're rebuilding, still stretched too thin to waste resources verifying the Reaper threat. Blaming the abductions on mercs and pirates is easier and more convenient.
You could have trained an entire army for what you spent to bring me back.
You're unique, not just in ability or what you experienced, but in what you represent. You stood for humanity at a key moment. You're more than a soldier. You're a symbol. And I don't know if the Reapers understand fear, but you killed one. They have to respect that.
If what you say is true, if the Reapers are behind this, I'd consider helping you.
I'd be disappointed if you accepted any of this without seeing for yourself. I have a shuttle ready to take you to Freedom's Progress, the latest colony to be abducted. Miranda and Jacob will brief you.
Miranda killed Wilson in cold blood. Jacob's just a gun for hire. Expect me to trust them?
Wilson was one of my best agents, but he was a traitor. Miranda did exactly what I expected of her, and she saved your life in more ways than one. Jacob's a soldier, one of the best. He's never fully trusted me, but he's always been honest about it. You'll be just fine with them. For now.
Is this a volunteer job, or am I being volunteered?
You always have a choice, Shepard. If you don't find the evidence we're both looking for, we can part ways. But first, go to Freedom's Progress. Find any clues you can. Who's abducting the colonies? Do they have any connection to the Reapers? I brought you back. It's up to you to do the rest.
Alright. Woo, experience gained. Yeah, so this is the thing. You don't gain experience by killing enemies. Enemies don't really give you anything. They're actually just there to block you. In this game, you only gain experience by completing quests and missions. So, as I said, the RPG elements of the game have sort of been reduced. It doesn't have that sort of traditional RPG feeling. It's very much more modern RPG. Although, actually, while I'm thinking about it, let me level myself up a bit, because I got 10 points. Because look, I'm already at level 6. I think that's actually how it works. I think I was slightly off by saying you start at level 6. I think you start at level 5 if you get to level 60. I can't remember exactly how it is. You can look this stuff up. It's online. It's all available there. Okay, so we definitely want to get... We've got Disruptor Ammo. I think we need... Yeah, Disruptor Ammo rank 2. Because this is how it goes. Like, it's 1 point for that, 2 points for that, 3 points for that, 4 points for that. I got 10 points. So I could technically just up all of my Disruptor Ammo, but I'm not going to do that. Adrenaline Rush is actually useful in this game because it just gives you basically bullet time. So that's always good. Concussive Shot is okay. Combat Mastery makes you tougher, stronger, faster. So yeah, that's basically... It ups pretty much everything, I think. So I'm definitely... firstly, I'm going to get this. Go, no, purchase rank. There we go. That gives you incendiary ammo. I'm definitely going to want a purchase rank of that. I'd like to purchase that. Can I purchase the... Oh no, that's 2 points. 3, 4, 5. And then there'd only be 1 left. So I could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there. So yeah, if we purchase that to unlock cryo ammo, that gets me all the ammo. Then it's either a point into cryo ammo or a point into combat mastery. Look, I mean, this is what level 1 actually does. Like, that's giving me 10 health, weapon damage, storm speed. Not sure what storm speed is. I think that's how fast you run. And Paragon Renegade points up by 20%. So I think I'm going to purchase that rank. I should be leveling up soon enough anyway, and that'll get me another point, and I can buy a second round of cryo ammo. So that'll be good. So there we go. So that's all the talent points. Let's just mark all that as red because I don't care. All viewed. Yep. Excellent. All right, so we're off. Now, one thing to note here at the bottom, you'll notice I've got a heck of a lot of credits. Yeah, the amount of credits you end the first game with, because I ended up with literally the maximum amount of credits you can have, that gives you a whole bunch of credits in the second game. So, see, this is why I wanted certain things. Like, I wanted to be at level 60. I wanted to have maximum money when I ended as well. And you also notice that these resources down here, the palladium, the iridium, the platinum, and the element 0, all at 60,000. If you remember back in the first game, there were those quests where you had to run around and scan lots of resources and stuff, and that's one of the things you could do off exploring the planet. Completing that gives you this shit. So doing things in the first game has a direct connection with how good your starting point is in this game. That's why I spent all that time running around doing all that, because it's just like, it's worth your time. Okay, let's have our chat with Miranda.
This man is very impressed with you. I'm eager to see if you can live up to his expectations on this mission.
I can't have anyone disobeying my commands when we get there.
I know who I report to. As long as you don't do anything to betray Cerberus, I'll follow your orders.
I never got a chance to say how much I appreciated what the Lazarus Project did for me.
I just hope it was worth it. A lot of people lost their lives on that station.
We have to work together here. Your attitude isn't helping anything.
I have the utmost respect for your abilities, Shepard. It's your motivations that concern me. I believe in what Cerberus stands for. Only time will tell if you prove to be an asset or a liability to our cause.
Well, at least she's upfront about it.
What can you tell me about this colony we're going to?
Freedom's Progress? It's a typical human settlement in the Terminus systems. They had a small military force for protection supplemented by mechs and security drones. Average in almost every way, really. Completely unremarkable. Until the disappearance.
Any thoughts on what we might run into there?
A lot of empty buildings and one giant mystery.
I'd like to know more about the Lazarus Project from the person in charge.
I wasn't in charge. The elusive man was. If I was running the show, would have done a few things differently.
What would you have changed?
To start, I would have implanted you with some type of control chip. But the elusive man wouldn't allow it. He was afraid it might affect your personality, alter your character somehow. He wouldn't let us do anything that might limit your potential in any way.
Can't say I like the idea of being brought back to life with a control chip in my brain.
The elusive man is taking an incredible risk with you. I just hope his gamble pays off.
Tell me a little about yourself.
Worried about my qualifications? I can crush a mech with my biotics or shoot its head off at 100 yards. Take your pick.
I was trying to get to know you as a human being.
I'm not looking for a friend, Shepard. Stay focused on the mission.
Did you and Jacob serve together in the Alliance?
No. The elusive man recognized my potential and recruited me at a young age.
How old were you?
Old enough to know this is what I wanted.
Fair enough.
You're not interested in talking.
We've got an assignment. We can talk about it or we can do it.
No nonsense.
I'm glad the elusive man convinced you to join us, Commander.
I just want to find out what happened to those missing people. I still don't trust Cerberus.
Noted. Do you trust me, Commander?
You're a good man, Jacob. But you might be working for the wrong people.
Maybe. But I thought the same when I was with the Alliance. That's why I'm here now.
Do you know anything about this colony we're going to?
It's called Freedom's Progress. Don't know much else. I guess we'll find out when we get there.
Fair enough. Font of information.
You said you served in the Alliance.
5 years in total. Stationed all over the galaxy. Even spent a couple of years as a Corsair.
I've never heard of the Corsairs.
It was an Alliance initiative. They hired independent starship captains and used them for missions that fell outside official Alliance jurisdiction. Technically, we weren't part of the Alliance. If we ever got caught, they could disavow any knowledge of us. We were supposed to be free from restrictions and rules. There was still enough red tape to sink a cruiser. I finally just gave up.
Why did you join Cerberus?
I guess I just got tired of never making a difference. So much of what we did in the Alliance seemed pointless. I thought things would change after the attack on the Citadel. Humanity was finally invited to join the Council. Nothing changed. Politics, bureaucracy, same bullshit, different leaders. Cerberus is different. When colonies go missing, we don't commission a team to write a report to figure out what the hell to do about it. We just go and find out.
Fair enough.
That's all for now.
All
Yes,
right. Let's head off to Freedom's Progress, actually. Oh, good, I do have to still have the quick save button. I'm going to make a save, because why the hell not? Make regular saves. The game shouldn't crash. I think Mass Effect 2 is a lot more stable than Mass Effect 1. Hooray! And you get these after completing every mission. It's nice. That's the end of the first one. So yeah, look, import bonuses. Here's the thing. You receive the following bonuses for importing a level 60 character in Mass Effect 2. 4,000 experience, start at level 5. There you go. That's what it is. You get 50,000 credits. You get 10,000 of all of the elements. And 190 Paragon points. And 3 Renegade, because for some reason, apparently, I got a couple of Renegade points. Other import bonuses, you receive 100,000 bonus credits for importing a rich Mass Effect 1 character. Long service bonus. You've received bonuses for having beaten Mass Effect 2. 20% experience on all your missions. Retain all heavy weapons from previous playthroughs. Whole bunch of credits and element 0 and all that stuff. So yeah, this is because I've completed both Mass Effect 1 and Mass Effect 2 a lot. But it's the kind of thing you expect. I do kind of like that. I like that they actually give you bonuses for like, hey, you're a really popular long-time player. Here, have a bunch of stuff. And I found a grenade launcher too. And some credits, because why not? Woohoo! Good stuff. Wow, that was the opening thing. That took me an hour.
We should be there shortly, Shepard. The elusive man put us under your command. Do you have any orders?
What did you find at the other colonies?
Nothing. No signs of attack, no corpses, not even a trace of unusual genetic material to give us a clue. They just disappeared. We've got no target to go after.
What makes you think this investigation will turn up anything new?
At other colonies, official investigators got there first. Sometimes looters or salvage teams as well. We're hoping to be the first ones there this time. Maybe find clues before somebody else disturbs the scene.
Are you sure you'll be comfortable following my orders?
We didn't bring you back from the dead just to second-guess you, Commander. If the elusive man says you're in charge, you're in charge.
Our first priority is to look for survivors.
That's unlikely, Commander. No one was left at the other colonies. They were completely deserted.
Be nice to find somebody. Anything's better than another ghost town.
Alright, well, let's see what's going on at Freedom's Progress. This game's got such a wealth of atmosphere to it as well. Like, this whole area just feels really creepy. Because there's nothing here. Alright. Put weapon away, because I don't need that. I need to remember, is there anything hidden? You often find little stashes dotted around. It's always a good idea to sort of go off and explore and just basically have a look around. Hello, you two. Right. Let's get going.
Looks like everyone just got up and left right in the middle of dinner.
Strange.
Spooky.
No bodies, no structural damage, no signs of battle.
Everybody just vanished. It's creepy. Alright.
Strange. Security systems were disabled at the other colonies.
Trouble coming!
Shoot them before they take out the shield.
Uh-oh. Incoming mech doggo.
Those mechs shouldn't have been hostile. They should have recognized us as human.
Someone reprogrammed them to attack on sight. We're not alone here.
Well spotted. Yeah, we're not alone here. There's mechs. And the reason why I'm sort of wandering around a lot is you can often find little upgrades and wall safes, and for case in point, med kit. See, look, a med gel and a wall safe. Alright, what have we got? Ooh, 2,000 credits. I'll take that, thank you very much.
I see you, Shepard.
Ooh, what, huh? Oh, hello.
Sabotage detected. Hostile forces have engaged.
Ooh, 1,000 credits. I'll take that, thank you. Alright. Let's head on inside. Hello, it's some Quarians.
Stop right there!
Praza, you said you'd let me handle this. Wait, Shepard?
I'm not taking any chances with Cerberus operatives.
Put those weapons down! Shepard? Is that... you're alive?
It's Tally! Woo! Favorite character.
Remember when I gave you that Geth data tally? Did it help you complete your pilgrimage?
Yes, it did. Praza, weapons down. This is definitely Commander Shepard.
Why is your old commander working for Cerberus?
I don't know. Maybe we should ask.
I nearly died, Tally. Cerberus spent 2 years rebuilding me. They want me to investigate attacks on human colonies.
Likely story. No organization would commit so many resources to bring back one soldier.
You haven't seen Shepard in action, Praza. Trust me, it was money well spent. Perhaps we can work together. We're here looking for a young Quarian named Vitor. He was here on pilgrimage.
Isn't that a little strange? A Quarian visiting a remote human colony?
Quarians can choose where they go on pilgrimage. Vitor liked the idea of helping a small settlement. He was always nervous in crowds.
I know the feeling.
That he was unstable. Combine that with damage to his suit CO2 scrubbers and an infection from an open-air exposure, and he's likely delirious.
When he saw us landing, he hid in a warehouse on the far side of town. We suspect he also programmed the mechs to attack anything that moved.
Vitor's the only one who can tell us what happened here. We should work together to find him.
Good idea. You'll need 2 teams to get past the drones anyway.
Now we're working with Cerberus?
No, Praza, you're working for me. If you can't follow orders, go wait on the ship. Head for the warehouse through the center of the colony. We'll circle around the far side and draw off some of the drones to clear you a path.
Your people really don't like Cerberus. What did I miss?
They killed our people, infiltrated our flotilla, and tried to blow up one of our ships.
That's not how I'd have explained it exactly. It was nothing personal.
We can argue over who killed who later. Right now, we've got a job to do.
Agreed. We work together to get to Vitor.
Make sure to keep in radio contact.
Will do. Good luck, Shepard. Whatever happens, it's good to have you back.
Good to be back. Ah, yes. Tally! Ooh, skeleton. Isn't that lovely? Yeah, it's nice to see Tally. Just figured they'd give you a friendly face right from the off.
Thanks for the warning. We'll take care of him.
And of course, it's the favorite character, Tally. Garrus and Tally are the best. That worked.
Hostiles are cleared.
All right. Nice. Credits. So many credits. Whoop.
Heading to cover.
That's the wrong button. Sorry about that. Let's go. Hang on. What's the recall button? Can't remember on her. Overload. Alright. Kaboom! You can be a lot more tactical in this game. It's one of the things I sort of noticed. Ooh, hello. Is there overload back yet? Almost. And now. One of the things I sort of noticed between the differences between the... Oh, hello. Didn't even notice that one up there. Is that using tactics...
We should have expected this.
Come on, we can still catch them.
I did, but then I played the game before, so... yeah, but you can use tactics a lot better in this game. In the first game, it's basically run and gun. But this game actually feels better to use your allies' abilities and stuff. At least I think so, anyway. What the...
Shepard. We're inside the loading docks. Vitor reprogrammed the heavy mech. It's tearing Praza's squad apart.
They did want to get to Vito first.
Get your squad into cover and I'll open the loading bay doors.
We'll take cover by the doors. Shepard, you take point.
Yes, I will. The other thing is try to use your med gel as little as possible, because every time you go to open a med kit and it doesn't have med gel in it because you're already full.
Shepard. We'll cover the door.
Alright, so one there.
Going to cover.
There.
Got it.
We'll take cover by the doors.
Yeah, I know. Incoming. You think Quarians would be a lot more tactical in how they operate, based on the fact that, you know, one bullet could probably kill them even if it doesn't make a direct impact on them. But apparently not.
That mech's got heavy armor plating. Those Quarians never stood a chance.
This is gonna be one tough son of a bitch to take down.
I got it.
Overload will take out their shields.
Alright, first, as she says, hit it with Overload. Alright, so we got up. Really, Miranda? You idiot. Alright, so we can go armor piercing, burns through armor, sets enemies on fire. Alright, you can do that. God, you two are idiots. Can't believe you two both got shot to death. You're idiots. Honestly. Alright. Now we can just explore. Have a wall safe with some credits. It's not like the people here are going to be coming back anytime soon. Beep, beep, beep. And we're in. I like the mini games in this one better than the other. Some power cells for your... Again, power cells are another thing that you can sort of collect. Ooh, scan that.
We can use this.
Heavy weapon ammo upgrade. Some iridium, because why the hell not? Yeah, things like the heavy weapon ammo upgrade are things you really need to keep an eye out for. Like, where are we going? Back that way? Or is it up here? Yeah, it's up there. Alright, so let's go check on the other guys over there first. Ooh, what was that? I saw something. I saw something. Oh, was it inside? It may have been... Ah, medkit.
This is your chance to go find Vitor while I tend to the wounded, Shepard. He's probably somewhere in the back of the loading bay.
Yep, alright. So yeah, the heavy weapon ammo thing you find there. I can't remember if that's a direct thing or if you need to research it first, but never mind.
Monsters coming back. Mechs will protect. Safe from swarms. Have to hide. No monsters. No swarms. No, 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 no.
Vitor?
No, Vitor. Not here. Swarms can't find. Monsters coming. Have to hide.
Nobody's gonna hurt you anymore.
I don't think he can hear you, Commander.
And here we have another new addition. The interrupts. You get a little flash at the bottom of the screen so you can interrupt the action. It's a nice addition, actually. It's a sort of pseudo QuickTime event, and you can miss them. It's not bad if you miss them, but it's points you miss out on.
How come they didn't find you?
Who didn't find us?
The monsters. The swarms. They took everyone.
We're not survivors, Vitor. We just got here.
You don't know. You didn't see. But I see everything.
Looks like security footage. He must have pieced it together manually.
What the hell is that?
My god. I think it's a collector.
Is that some kind of alien?
They're a species from somewhere beyond the Omega-4 relay. Only a few people have ever seen one in person.
They usually work through intermediaries, like slavers or hired mercenaries. If they're involved with the Reapers somehow, it could explain what happened to the colonies.
The Collectors have advanced technology. They could have a weapon that disables an entire settlement at once.
The Seeker swarms. No one can hide. The Seekers find you, freeze you, then the monsters take you away.
Tell me more about these swarms.
It's how they find you. Seeker clouds, machines like tiny insects. They go everywhere. They find you, then they sting you, freeze you.
Sounds like miniature probes, maybe. Find victims, then immobilize them with a stasis field or nerve toxin.
Why didn't the Collectors take you?
Swarms didn't find me. Monsters didn't know I was here.
The Collectors aren't known for being careless. Maybe his enviro suit kept him from showing up on their sensors.
Or they were using technology specifically designed to detect humans. Only human colonies have been hit.
I want to know more about the Collectors.
Nobody knows much. They're so rare a lot of people don't even believe they exist.
More importantly, why are they abducting human colonists? What are they after?
Maybe the Elusive Man can figure it out.
What happened next?
The monsters took the people onto the ship, and then they left. The ship flew away. But they'll be back for me. No one escapes.
I think that's probably all we're getting out of him, Commander.
We appreciate what you told us. You were very helpful.
I studied them. The monsters. The swarms. I recorded them with my Omni tool. Lots of readings. Electromagnetic. Dark energy.
We need to get this data to the Elusive Man. Grab the Quarian and call the shuttle to come pick us up.
What? Vitor is injured. He needs treatment, not an interrogation.
We won't hurt him. We just need to see if he knows anything else. He'll be returned unharmed.
Your people tried to betray us once already. If we give him to you, we'll never get the intel we need.
Praza was an idiot, and he and his men paid for it. You're welcome to take Vitor's Omnitool data, but please, just let me take him.
You don't have to take Vitor and go. We could work together, just like old times.
I want to, but I can't. I've got a mission of my own. It's too important for me to abandon, even for you. When it's over, and I'm still alive, we'll see what happens.
That sounds dangerous. What are you doing?
I don't think Cerberus needs to hear about it, but it's in Geth space. That should tell you how important it is.
He's traumatized and he needs medical care. Tali will give us the Omnitool data and take him to the flotilla.
Understood, Commander.
Thank you, Shepard. I'm glad you're still the one giving the orders. Good luck out there. If I find anything that can help you, I'll let you know.
We're ready for pickup.
Ooh, the Collectors. And again, it's presenting that mystery right off the bat. Which was something that was always kind of missing from the third game, you know? Because by that point there are no mysteries.
Freedom's progress. The Quarians forwarded their findings from Vitor's debriefing. No new data, but it's a surprising olive branch given our history. You and I have different methods, but I can't argue with your results.
You ever think about playing nice once in a while?
Diplomacy is great when it works, but difficult when everyone already perceives you as a threat. But more importantly, you confirm the Collectors are behind the abductions.
Why do I get the feeling you knew about them already?
I had my suspicions, but I needed proof. The Collectors are enigmatic at best. They periodically travel to the Terminus systems, looking to gather seemingly unimportant items or specimens, usually in exchange for their technology. When their transactions are complete, they disappear as quickly as they arrived, back beyond the unmapped Omega-4 relay. Until now, we've had no evidence of direct aggression by the Collectors.
Why is the Omega-4 relay unmapped? What do we know about it?
Only that no ship passing through it has ever returned. Our best guess is that the relay reacts differently to Collector vessels, allowing them safe passage. If they can manipulate relays, that's just further evidence of the connection with the Reapers.
Any ideas on why they've shifted their focus to humans?
If they're agents for the Reapers, it could be any number of reasons.
Big
Obviously, humanity played a huge role in Sovereign's destruction. That might have been enough to draw their attention. What really concerns me is why they bother abducting the colonists. Once the humans are paralyzed, why not just kill them?
What are the collectors getting from these deals?
The collectors aren't very forthcoming about their motives. Generally, they seek out species with rare genetic mutations or abnormalities. They pay slavers and merc groups exorbitant sums to obtain these specimens, and then they leave. But they've never targeted a single species before, and the previous sample sizes were in the dozens, not the tens of thousands.
You're holding something back. How do you know the Reapers are involved?
The patterns are there, buried in the data. The Council and the Alliance want to believe the Reaper threat died with Sovereign. You and I know better. I won't wait until the Reapers are on the march. We need to take the fight to them.
If this is a war, I'll need an army, or a really good team.
I've already compiled a list of soldiers, scientists, and mercenaries. You'll get dossiers on the best of them. Finding them and convincing them to work with you could be challenging, but you're a natural leader. I'll continue to track the collectors. When they make their next appearance, I'll notify you and your team. Be ready.
Keep your list. I want people I trust. The ones who helped me stop Saren and the Geth.
That was 2 years ago, Commander. Most of them have moved on, or their allegiances have changed.
Where's Garrus Vicarian?
The Turian disappeared a few months after you were declared dead. Even we haven't been able to locate him.
Where's Caden Alenko?
He's still with the Alliance. Promoted, I believe. His file is surprisingly well classified.
Where's Erdnot Rex?
He returned to Chichanka, and he hasn't gone off-world in over a year. He's trying to unite the Krogan clans.
What about Tali? She already helped us on Freedom's Progress.
That was unexpected. I need more intel before I'll commit to that.
Where's Liara Tisani?
She's on Ilium. My sources say that she's working for the Shadow Broker. If so, she can't be trusted.
Okay, I get it. Then
We're all gone. Oh, my beautiful team. It's all just dissolved.
I'm still a Spectre. Maybe I can get the Council to help us out.
If you think you can convince them, by all means. Just remember, you've been gone a long time. Things have changed.
You worry about the collectors. I'll make sure my team's ready.
Good. 2 things before you go. First, head to Omega and find Morden Solus. He's a brilliant Solarian scientist. Our intelligence suggests he may know how to counteract the Collector's paralyzing Seeker swarms.
I haven't even started and you're telling me what to do?
I'm giving you direction. What you do with it is up to you. I'm sure you'll make the right decision.
All right. What's the other thing?
I found a pilot I think you might like. I hear he's one of the best. Someone you can trust.
Hey!
Hey, Commander. Just like old times, huh?
I can't believe it's you, Joker.
Look who's talking. I saw you get spaced.
Got lucky. With a lot of strings attached. How'd you get here?
It all fell apart without you, Commander. Everything you stirred up, the Council just wanted it gone. The team was broken up, record sealed, and I was grounded. The Alliance took away the one thing that mattered to me. Hell yeah, I joined Cerberus.
You really trust the elusive man?
Well, I don't trust anyone who makes more than I do. But they aren't all bad. Saved your life, let me fly, and there's this. They only told me last night.
I got a new ship! And it's bigger and better and more badass than before. With blackjack and hookers. No, sadly, neither on either of those. Normandy 1 is a cool ship. The Normandy 2 is a fucking amazing ship.
It's good to be home, huh, Commander?
I guess we'll have to give her a name.
You know, this game's even more cinematic than the first one was, and I love that they upped that feeling. You know, it really is one of those things that video games and movies can be so similar, you know? And I think, yeah, a well-written video game is like a movie. Although I don't think a movie could ever be like a video game because lack of interactivity. Although you can have interactive movies these days, I guess. Is Netflix toying with that idea, so who knows? Maybe in the future you really will have interactive movies. But if you make a movie interactive, doesn't that basically make it a video game? Oh no, where does the line go? I don't know. Hey, I leveled up again. Now, traditionally, you only get 1,000 after completing each mission, but I get 1,025 because that's the percentage thing. Hey, level 7s, most points. Heavy weapon ammo. It gives you a summary of any of the big major upgrades you collect. So I got some credits. I found some Cerberus funding. Yay! Alright, let's go. Woo.
Welcome aboard the new Normandy, Commander.
I've been looking over the dossiers. I'd strongly recommend starting by acquiring Morden Solus, the Solarian professor on Omega. We know the Collectors use some type of advanced technology to immobilize their victims. We'll need him to develop a countermeasure to protect us.
And without that countermeasure, we'll be helpless if we ever run into the Collectors.
Acquiring Professor Solus seems like the most logical place to start.
Who are you?
I am the Normandy's artificial intelligence. The crew like to refer to me as Edie.
Ooh.
Helmsmen aren't happy when someone takes control of a ship away from them. Especially Joker.
I do not helm the ship. Mr. Moreau's talents will not go to waste. During combat, I operate the electronic warfare and cyber warfare suites. Beyond that, I cannot interface with the ship's systems. I observe and offer analysis and advice. Nothing more.
I'm guessing it takes more than just the three of us plus Joker to fly this ship.
The Normandy has a full crew. They're at their stations awaiting your orders.
Final preparations for takeoff are complete, Commander. When you're ready to go, just pick a destination from the galaxy map and the CIC and I'll plot a course.
Jacob and I should return to our posts. Come find us if you have any questions.
I'm gonna go wandering first. Talk to all the little people. Yes, private terminals. Oh, we get so many new toys to play with, but we'll go through all those one at a time and I'll introduce you to all of them. Yes. Look, I don't need to know all this. I've played this game before. Let's get into it. Normandy 2, much bigger than the last one. Yes, hello. I'll talk to you later. Let's go say hi to Joker first, because I haven't seen him for ages. Oh yeah, these are all the things that are... See, what you're getting here, these are all the DLC missions kicking off. Oh, God. Hello. Ooh. Codex. Yay. You don't get experience for getting something in the Codex this time, so that's a shame. Hello, Joker.
Can you believe this, Commander? It's my baby. Better than new. It fits me like a glove. And leather seats. Military may set the hardware standard, but on a first-gen frigate, they could care less if the seats breathe. Civilian sector comfort by design.
The reproduction is not intended to be perfect, Mr. Moreau. Seamless improvements were made.
And there's the downside. I liked the Normandy when she was beautiful and quiet. Now she's got this thing I don't want to talk about. It's like ship cancer.
That's not the same, Joker. There's nothing here that was even part of the real Normandy.
There's us. I have to take what I can get. The last 2 years sucked. You'll see. Even if an AI is spying on us, no way they'll invest this much just to screw us over. It'll be better than the old days.
I hope so. I died.
Yeah, you are such a downer.
Lovely stuff. I also like this. You got your own ship of Theseus going? What? I do like that. You can actually close the things. Although I don't know why you would, because the look outside is really, really good. How do you open it back up again? Oh, same button again. Let's talk to Edie.
Yes, Shepard.
I want to know more about you.
Do you have a specific inquiry?
What do you do aboard the ship?
I operate the ship's electronic and cyber warfare suites in combat. My reaction time is much faster than any organic. I collate the records of shipboard monitoring devices for the elusive man. I serve additional functions which are restricted at this time.
Restricted functions? Like what?
I do not know. Some of my databases are sealed, some of my hardware is kept offline. I assume that when certain unknown conditions are met, those functions will be released to me.
How mysterious.
Cyber warfare means things like viruses, right?
In close-range ship-to-ship combat, I can sometimes break through the firewalls of an enemy's internal wireless network. Once I seize control of their systems, I can turn off gravity or air. I can disable weapons guidance or shields, or I can put their fusion plant in meltdown. On the defense, I manage Normandy's own suite of jammers, decoys, and internal firewalls.
Just imagine that somewhere in the ship, there's a little Wi-Fi router thing somewhere, and like if it goes down, you have to like go through a bunch of vents and stuff, and just to unplug it, wait 60 seconds, and then plug it back in again. I don't know why, I just have that mental image when she says that.
Sounds incredibly useful. Why isn't there someone like that on every warship?
An organic operator cannot react quickly enough to changing circumstances, or perform the necessary multitasking. This is a role that can only be filled by an artificial intelligence. Unfortunately, we are suspect.
Well, it might have something to do with how an AI almost destroyed galactic civilization, just putting it out there.
You know, the ship of Theseus, if you replace every part of a ship over time, is it still the same ship? Ah, it's like a philosophical thing, is it? Well, the same could be said for people. You know, technically speaking, every atom in the human body is replaced over a roughly 10-year period. So technically you go through about 7 to 9 U's in a lifetime, you know. So yeah, it's a philosophical argument. There's no right or wrong answer about it, but it's interesting to think about.
The elusive man has monitoring devices on board?
He has invested most of Cerberus's resources into the design and construction of this ship. He has an interest in monitoring our progress.
The elusive man has monitoring devices on board?
He has invested
Yeah,
most of Cerberus's resources into the
additional
design and
functions.
construction of this
Can I
ship.
click that one?
He has an interest in monitoring
restricted
functions.
Oh yeah, that one already done. Okay, now the
Let's
topic.
discuss something else. I want to know more about the people I'm working with.
Much of that data is classified. Do you have a specific inquiry?
How did Cerberus replicate the most advanced warship in the Alliance Navy without anyone knowing?
I have a block that prevents me from answering that question.
My own ship of Theseus is my PC. I've replaced every part of it over the last 15 years except for the monitor. Technically speaking, I have a similar thing. I've replaced every single part of my PC over the years except my keyboard. This keyboard, the one I'm using right now, was the keyboard I got back in 2005, I think it was, when I got my first computer. And it's a perfectly good keyboard. It's one of those really old chunky Logitech ones. And it's just like, the keys are snappy, it's tilted at just the right angle. I need to take it apart and clean it every once in a while, but I haven't lost any of the keys. It's all working perfectly fine. It's a mechanical keyboard, you know, like the really old school ones that has a frigging, oh god, what the hell are the name of those plugs? The green colored plug. Oh, I can never remember the names of them specifically off the top of my head. Anyway, I'm pretty sure most of this stuff ends with a block.
Aside from the elusive man, I don't see much chain of command.
Cerberus is organized into task-oriented cells. Each operates in isolation. Members from one cell cannot recognize the members of another. Each cell's agents are led by a single operator. We are called the Lazarus cell, which is directed by Operator Lawson.
Ooh. Okay, that's what
Let's
I
discuss
thought.
something else. What's this area of the ship?
This is the bridge, where the navigator plots our FTL vectors, and the helmsman maneuvers the ship.
Yeah, sitting right here, thanks.
I like Joker.
That's all for now.
I also like Edie. Like, Edie is a surprisingly enjoyable character, considering technically she's just supposed to be like a giant information terminal. We have an old flat screen monitor, one of the very first ones to hit the market. It's actually 4x3, predates the widescreen phenomenon. I have 2 widescreen monitors. It takes up a lot of space. But then it's useful for streaming, because you kind of need 2 monitors when you're streaming, because otherwise I wouldn't be able to see the chat. Let's have a talk with Kelly. Hello.
I'm Yeoman Kelly Chambers. I've been assigned as your administrative assistant. I'll manage your messages and help you monitor the crew. And I must say, it's such an honor to work under you, Commander Shepard.
I'm glad to have you on the team, Miss Chambers.
Please, call me Kelly.
Okay, Kelly.
Anything else?
Do you have a moment to talk?
I always have time for you, Commander.
What are your responsibilities?
I'll keep you notified of any messages or appointments you might have. If any of the crew has important business to discuss, I'll make sure you know.
Isn't that the type of task better suited for a VI?
Yes, but being your yeoman is just my official role. Unofficially, I observe the crew. Everyone knows how risky our mission is. Many of us may not be coming back. That's a lot of pressure. I have a degree in psychology. I'm good at sensing when people are overly taxed.
You make sure the crew's mental health is sound.
Yes, I look for warning signs. I listen. It's not a full-time job, and it's most effective when done informally.
We're lucky to have someone with your skills, Kelly.
Thank you, Shepard. What else would you like to know?
This organization has a dark reputation. Do you have any concerns working for them?
Not at all. Our methods can be harsh, but Cerberus has noble objectives. We look out for human interests, advance human technology, save human lives. They're good goals.
I have a friend with 4 monitors. He keeps one of them in a vertical orientation, which certainly has its uses like reading Twitter or other feed-based websites. Huh. Well, I suppose there's a reason that most smartphones are horizontal rather than vertical. You know, portrait rather than landscape, I should say. I suppose that does make a certain kind of sense. Although it would bug me that everything wasn't all like lined up. You know, that would just bug the hell out of me. You know, because it's nice that all the, I mean, here's the thing: the 2 monitors I've got, they're made by the same company, but they're technically slightly different models. And for some reason, one of them is like about 2 centimeters, slightly taller than the other one. I've never been able to work out why. I do wonder if maybe it's not like in its position properly or something. But because of the slight height difference, the monitors don't quite line up, and it's always bugged me. But then that's just me.
Sounds like Cerberus wants to dominate all aliens and put humankind on top.
Cerberus looks out for humanity, but that doesn't mean we hate aliens. My sister started a dog shelter, but she loved cats too. I love humanity. I also love Asari, Quarian, Turian, Solarian, Hanar. That isn't in conflict with Cerberus ideals.
Very loving.
It's a very positive attitude.
Oh yeah, Kelly is very loving.
Anything else you'd like to talk about?
Oh boy, the things you can do with Kelly Chambers. I'm not even going to get into that.
How do you feel about being assigned to the Normandy?
I was handpicked by the Elusive Man to help fight the greatest threat known to humanity. How do I feel? Honored, exhilarated, terrified. But mostly I feel encouraged. Under your leadership, we can't fail.
Don't worry. We'll defeat the Collectors.
I trust you implicitly. The moment I met you, I knew I could close my eyes, fall back, and you'd be there.
That might do more than catch you, Kelly.
Now that's an enticing thought. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
I better go.
Okay.
Now, if you be nice to her, eventually you get to invite her up to your room for a meal. And basically, if you start... See, her, unlike everyone else that you can romance, which is basically an on-off switch, she kind of has different phases you can go through before you commit to a relationship with her, right? Getting to the first step, where you invite her to your room for like a meal, is really important, and I'll explain why later, but it's very useful. Now, private terminal here, very important stuff. You can check your team status if you really want to, and it gives you all your things. So you can see your squad collection, you can look at the info for them. The veteran, Zaid Masani. Yeah, that character, and I think this character... Is that... Yeah, that's Kasumi. These 2 at the ends, these are DLC characters. You have to pay for those guys. But I think... Yeah, the convict, Jack, no known last name. Criminal background, currently in custody. Yeah. Jack is fun. You've also got the Warlord, Dr. O'Keir. Pick him up later. We've also got the Archangel, small unit tactical experience. And we've got the Professor, Morden Solus. Have I played Dragon Age? I played like the opening prologue tutorial section about 10 years ago, but I never got any further than that. It didn't really grab me. So, you know, I never just got into it. It's a game I might play at some point. It's essentially fantasy Mass Effect. Well, it kind of is, and it kind of isn't. It doesn't play like Mass Effect, but I know it is a excuse me. I know it is a BioWare game, and apparently, like the second one is like really highly reviewed. You know, like a lot of people really liked Dragon Age 2. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of like Assassin's Creed, you know. Anyway, first person we will be going to pick up is indeed the Professor. And these are the two characters we've got at the moment. And look, I can cycle their appearance here if I wanted to, so I can make it look like that. Or not, because that looks horrible. I have Origins, never really played it more than a few hours. That's fair. You got the dog, though. There's a dog? I never even got that far. I literally just played the tutorial section where I think, like, some army attacks your castle and your parents end up sacrificing themselves so you can get away. And then I think you go to like an army camp or something like that. And then I saved and I think that was about as far as I got in the game. So, yeah. So, unread messages. Message from Anderson. The off chance the rumors are true and you're actually alive, I need you to come and talk to me on the Citadel. A lot has changed in the last 2 years. You put me on the council, and it's only fair that you're allowed to speak for yourself, so you know what you've been hearing. Yep. Okay, so yeah, basically that's saying Anderson wants to meet with you. I will be doing that soon. That's the Zaid Masani DLC. Lost contact with survey ship. That's Project Firewalker. That's another DLC. Nobody crash site location. That's a DLC. Armor DLC, blah, 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 blah. All of these, most of these are about DLC related stuff. Because I just have the DLC for this game because I bought it. Archive messages. Oh, that's right. I should probably unread messages. Mark as red. Mark all of these as red. Forgot you can do that. Whoops, that's too far. So, assuming I don't have any. Oh, guess what? Mark as red. Thank you. Good. Excellent. You can do advanced combat training, which I think is like a tutorial kind of thing, but I don't need to do that now. The bad guys in the game are called the Darkspawn, so I named my dog the Parkspawn. That's good. That's a very good name. Okay, and here we have... Ooh, yay. Edie's there. Jacob. Now, how it works, basically every single person in the game has a little area in the ship that they sort of call as their home, and they always stay there. It's kind of like in the first game, but there's a lot more characters in this one. And here, look, you can choose your weapon loadout right here. So I can choose what weapons I want to take with me. Alright, so let's set this up. Collector's Assault Rifle, no. Matlock Heavy Rifle. I kind of wish I could try all these. I think, do I usually use the Matlock Heavy Rifle? Oh, you could try it. Alright, so we'll go with that. With the shotgun. Raider shotgun. I almost never use the... So let's go with that. Ah, now sniper rifle. Definitely go for that one. Heavy pistol, phalanx pistol. Don't remember. Is this the one that charges? I think that's the one that charges. That's not a very good one. You get the grenade launcher, but we also get the arc projector, which I quite like. But I'll keep the grenade launcher for now. You can also change what the other characters' weapons are, but I never bother doing that. Now in here, we have the briefing room where all the meetings take place. So we don't take our meetings in... Well, actually, no, technically it is also the FTL communications room as well. But we'll be playing around in here. But if you want to find out what the rooms are...
What's this area of the ship? This is the FTL communications room. In addition to interfacing with the FTL comm network, Normandy is fitted with a quantum entanglement communicator linked to the Elusive Man's office. This allows lag-free communication even when you operate off the comm grid.
Why aren't these used everywhere?
Each quantum pair costs nearly as much as a comm relay, and can pass only one quantum bit of data at a time. In addition to the cost and bandwidth issues, the system is strictly point-to-point. To contact 100 different worlds, we would need to manufacture and install 100 entangled pairs, one link to each world.
Believe it or not, but quantum entanglement is actually a real thing. That's not like a sci-fi bullshit thing. Well, the way they use it is a sci-fi bullshit thing, but the idea that you can quantum entangle two different atoms together is actually 100% scientifically true.
I've never heard of a quantum entanglement communicator. How does it work?
Essentially, two subatomic particles are created in an entangled state. One is installed here, and the other in the elusive man's office. When one particle occupies a given quantum state, its entangled partner will always enter the opposite state, no matter the distance between them. If we alter the state of our particle, that alters the state of the elusive man. This allows us to send data in the form of quantum bits.
Neat. Yeah.
That's all for now. Logging you out, Shepard.
Actually, it's a thing. Whether or not that quantum communication is actually possible, not is something scientists are looking into. Unfortunately, yeah, if we want to get into the tech lab, we need a scientist, which is why we'll definitely be going after Morden first. I've got a couple of missions I want to do first, like just little smaller ones before we get into anything too big. So let's check out the rest.
A new message at your private terminal.
Have I? I thought I cleared them all off. You lie. Alright. Ooh, look, let's go up to my captain's cabin. I don't just have a room in the side anymore. I actually have my own place. And it has fish tanks! With the fish. Oh no, the fish. Yeah, you see, the fish tank is annoying. You can buy a bunch of fish, but you literally have to come up here and feed them every single time you return to the Normandy if you buy them. Medal of Honor, that's basically more my achievements and stuff, so that's fine. Hey, look, and a picture of Liara, because that's who I picked to romance. You can also got a version of your private terminal here if you want it. And look, a bathroom. Toilets. And a mirror. Decent enough, I guess. You can customize your armor there. There's a sound system. You get a few extra things that show up here over the course of the game. I'll show you those as we get them. Didn't they get in trouble for that picture of Liara? I don't know if the picture of Liara, you might be thinking of the picture of Tali that was used in Mass Effect 3. See, in Mass Effect 3, they took a picture from the internet and photoshopped it to basically make it look like an alien woman rather than that. And people worked out where the original picture was. Which I don't know why they got as much flack as they did, because taking a picture on the internet and then photoshopping it to make it look like an alien, is that wrong? Because I wouldn't have thought so. I mean, I don't know if maybe they didn't ask permission to use it or something like that, maybe, or maybe people were just, oh look, we found where the original picture was, ha ha ha, isn't that really funny, or something like that. I don't know exactly what the deal was. I remember it being a big thing, but aside from that, it wasn't really a problem. Hey, look, women's restroom. I think that was it. They didn't get permission. Fair enough. I do like this, right? You got a women's restroom here, and on the other side, you actually have a men's restroom because there weren't actually any toilets in the last version of the ship. But if you go in there,
Shepard, the women's restroom is on the starboard side of the ship.
just Edie calls you out for it. I like that. Hey, crew quarters.
Oh, she's a cutie. How old?
She'll be a year old next month.
Oh, you'll miss her first birthday.
Big engine.
Family lives in New Canton.
Oh, that colony's on the edge of the...
Now, a lot of these rooms are locked. Basically, all the rooms that are locked slowly unlock as you gain a person to be in the room. Which is kind of neat. It's a bit annoying that you can't go into everywhere straight off the bat, but what you gonna do? Hello, you I want to talk to.
Commander Shepard, the hero of the Citadel. You did humanity proud that day. As Sergeant Rupert Gardner here. How can I be of service?
Do you have everything you need?
I make do. But have you ever tried to prepare a decent meal with military provisions? I'm good, but I'm no miracle worker. Taking down the collectors is going to be rough business. The crew deserves a few fine meals before they throw themselves into the fire.
What do you need?
If I had some quality ingredients... Oh, shit. You've got more to worry about than grocery shopping on the Citadel. Forget I mentioned it.
If I head that way, I'll keep an eye out.
Much appreciated. Most of this list is probably standard fare for those namby-pambies on the Citadel. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
I won't take any more of your time.
That just gets you a nice little mini quest to do when you're on the Cerberus. Ah yes, well we all know who goes in the forward battery. If you've ever played through the Mass Effect trilogy, you know about that particular running gag. Yeah, that's sealed off for quite a long time actually. Hey, look who it is!
Commander Shepard. I watched the Normandy crumble with you on board. It's good to see you alive.
I'm shocked. You're serving on a Cerberus vessel now?
Surprising, even to me. Yet, here I am. The kind of trauma you endured would have changed most people. But not you, I see. Welcome back, Shepard.
Do you have everything you need?
I believe so. This medical bay seems very much like the sick bay on the original Normandy. Only thing missing were my private reserves. I even had a bottle of Ceres Ice brandy that I was saving for a special occasion.
I'll keep an eye out for a replacement bottle.
Oh, you needn't. It's expensive, and we have much larger concerns ahead.
Oh, I'm sure we'll find something.
Doctor, you've been with the Alliance for years. Why leave now?
After the Normandy was lost, the surviving crew was reassigned. I was stationed at the Mars Naval Medical Center, a very respectable position, but it wasn't on a starship.
Colonial military life isn't for you?
I've spent most of my life on warships, never knowing what the next mission might bring. I'm used to the hum of engines, the creaking of bulkheads, that subtle vertigo when the momentum dampeners kick in. Life planetside is just too static, too boring.
You're not the Cerberus type, Doctor.
I don't work for Cerberus. I work for you. On a mission that may be crucial to the survival of the human race. I have faith that your dealings with Cerberus will be ethical. I trust you, Commander.
There's a very good chance this mission will be a one-way trip. Are you prepared for that?
I've been through the reclaiming of Shanxi, the Skillian Blitz. We survived the Battle of the Citadel and the destruction of the Normandy together. I've lived a full life. No regrets. I'd like to make sure the crew gets the same opportunity.
I'll see you later, Doctor.
Commander.
Alright, find Ceres Ice brandy. Yep. Just another little mini quest to do when we go shopping later. So much shopping. Oh. Down to engineering. Ooh. Look at that. That's the hangar bay. You can't just get in there, actually. It's weird. Anyway, that door's locked. I think, yeah, that door's locked too. You can go down here. But there's nothing down here yet. Again, somebody will take up residence here soon enough. I'm not going to tell you who's who or what's going on, but isn't the... Oh, no. That's in the third game. Sorry. I was getting confused. Alright, so let's check out engineering. Hello, you two.
You came all the way down here to see us?
Yes, I did.
You're speaking to our commanding officer.
I'm touring the ship, getting to know my crew.
I'm Engineer Ken Donnelly, handling the power control systems. This is Gabby.
That's Engineer Gabriella Daniels, actually. I'm responsible for the propulsion systems.
What can we do for you, Commander?
Where'd you receive your training?
Both Gabby and I started in the Alliance, serving on the SSV Perugia.
She flew in the first wave at the Battle of the Citadel. We saw Sovereign firsthand.
Oof, lovely.
Why did you leave the Perugia?
After you died, Anderson lost political clout. The Council backslid on the Reaper menace.
They discounted Sovereign as an isolated threat, as a single...
Which was bullshit. They said your warnings of a greater danger were mistaken or delusional.
We lost respect for Alliance leadership. We need to fight the real enemy, and only Cerberus seem to be doing that.
How did you wind up with Cerberus, Ken?
Once you were gone, the Alliance brass descended like vultures, tearing apart everything you'd said. I was very public with my defense for you. I didn't hold back.
That's an understatement. If Kenneth wasn't such a talented engineer, they'd have court-martialed him for insubordination.
But it got me noticed by the elusive man. He made an offer, and here I am.
So why did you join, Gabby?
Kenneth and I have been partners in crime since we graduated from Tech Academy. When he got the Cerberus offer, I insisted that it include me. He'd fall apart without me.
Thanks, Mum.
Also, I love engines, and the Normandy is state-of-the-art. When I got the opportunity to work on her, I had to jump.
What do you think about Cerberus?
Actually, we don't know much about the organization other than the Normandy team. We know our mission and who's in charge.
We're off to kick the collectors right in their daddy bags. That's enough for me.
Daddy bags.
Are you
set up okay down here?
We can't complain. I just wish it didn't take so long to calibrate the FBA arrays.
Kenneth, you're complaining.
What kind of problems are you having?
When they upgraded the Normandy design, they got a bit sloppy with the FBA couplings. I won't bore you with the tech, but there's an array of attenuators in the primary power transfer system that channels the field bleed.
Kenneth, you're boring the commander with tech. In short, if we had T6 FBA couplings installed, it'd save us a lot of maintenance time each day.
Why isn't something like that already installed?
It's probably just a design oversight. Efficiency isn't affected. It's a maintenance issue.
Also, the T6 model can be hard to find. Nash and Stellar Dynamics discontinued them.
We could probably find used ones in the Omega markets, but we have no time for shore leave.
Well, I'm sure I can find something.
Will do, Commander.
So yeah, you talk to your crew, you get a few mini quests just to sort of set the scene, help you get things going. Anyway, let's get started. Alright, so make a quick save. Oh, hey, I leveled up. Alright, okay, so we've got 3 points. We definitely want... Oh, you see, do I want to up combat mastery? Would give me more health. But then I'm tempted for cryo ammo. Ooh, decisions. Adrenaline rush going up as well would also be a good idea. Because that would at least allow me to buy the concussive shot. Although I don't really use that all that much. Ooh, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. That one or that one? If I bought that one, that would leave me with 1 point. Well, actually, it doesn't really matter. I get 2 points at next level, so I'll be fine anyway. Let's go combat mastery. Let's do that because I think in general, this kind of stuff. I mean, I've got all the ammo types now, so should be fine. Yeah, it should be fine. Okay. Right, mark all that as red. Woohoo! And then make a quick save. I keep forgetting you can't double click. Into the galaxy map. And you don't have to wait. You don't have to like run around a citadel for 2 cocking hours before you get to the thing. Nope, it's straight in. And it controls very differently this time. You don't just control a thing. You actually control a little Normandy ship that flies around all over the place. Whee! And you can control it quite directly. Now, here's the thing. One thing you will notice. Your ship has fuel and it has probes. These are important. If you run out of fuel... I don't actually know what happens because I've always been careful never to run out of fuel. But it's bad. It's really, really bad to run out of fuel. So, let's buy some fuel. Which is expensive and you've got to keep your fuel levels up. So, and then buy some probes. Just like that. Now, the other thing you will notice, here, look, firstly, you got the Omega-4 relay. That is our ultimate end destination, and you start right next to it, which is rather nice. If you try to go through the Omega-4 relay at any point before you're ready, instant game over, so you don't want to be doing that. You will also notice that up here, there is a 40% thing. What that means is that is how much of the system you have explored. Now, allow me to explain why. You go up to an unexplored planet, you enter orbit, start the scanner. And this is where you get the little scanning minigame. You move your icon over the surface, and then when you press the right scan button, ooh, look at that. And this is what you get. Rather than landing on the planet and gathering resources like that, you scan around and fire off a probe.
Research projects, iridium is used to upgrade heavy weapons.
And then you gain a bunch of stuff. Now there's a whole bunch of different things you can get. You can get, well, you know, you get the 4 different things, and there are different amounts. And of course, the scanner results saying, you know, rich. It's saying that there's a rich amount of. Oh, get some of that.
Probe launched. In research projects, palladium is used to upgrade heavy pistols, armor, and cybernetics.
Ooh, that's a big one.
Probe away.
The other thing is, as you slow. Ooh, there's another one right there. Ooh, big. Yep. And as you drain the resources out, there you go. Scanner results have changed from rich to just good, which means you're slowly draining all the resources out of the planet, and you can actually do that. And it's a nice little mini game. A lot of people complain that, oh, you don't actually go down to the planets and explore them. Well, to be honest, that's probably for the best, considering how many planets there are potentially in this game. There we go. Element Zero is a rarer one. For obvious reasons, it's supposed to be a very rare thing. But here's the thing. I can't remember if there are any specifically within this system. But enter orbit. You go into orbit and that marks it. But every once in a while... Where's the other? Oh, there it is. It's that planet. I guess it's nothing in this particular... this particular area. Okay, so we'll buy some probes. Try to buy probes in 5 chunks, because the amount of money you spend is always... You always buy 5 probes, right? And the amount of money you spend is a flat 5 probe rate. But if you're only buying 1 probe, you still spend the money for 5 probes. So you really don't want to do that. Now, the reason you need fuel is flying around a system like this doesn't deplete your fuel. But as soon as you leave, look at these different places. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different locations to check. And moving to locations uses up fuel. So you always want to be back in the main area by the time you run out of fuel. So yeah, visit every planet, just check it. Let's see, enter orbit. What's it got? Ah, moderate, that's rubbish. You really don't want to look at any planet that's got moderate resources. Anything here? Good, it's not too bad, we don't really need that. And where's the last one? Aha! Nah, there's not going to be anything on that, is it? But as you can see, you can mark off each system. You can see up here, 100%. So you can actually tell where you have and haven't been by the percentage in each system, which just helps keep things like in order, which is quite nice actually. I know. I'll be heading back to the main system soon enough. Alright. So into orbit. What have we got on this one? It's rich. Rich in what, though? What are you rich in? Oh. Ooh, platinum by the looks of it. Okay, chunks. Nice. Good chunk of platinum. Now, one thing I will warn you, and this is something I found out when I played the game for the first time. Don't try to harvest minerals from every planet. There is not enough money in the game to buy enough probes to do that. Take it from someone who learnt that the hard way on his first playthrough. Here we go. I can't remember exactly how much of all this stuff you actually need. It's quite a lot in order to research everything. So we'll just... might as well keep collecting some stuff out, you know. Do some scavenging at the beginning of the game and we'll... Ooh, a lot there. That's a lot of platinum. Oh, it's down to moderate. It skipped good and went straight to moderate. I don't know, like, how it calculates this stuff. I don't know if it's like randomized or if it's set in stone. I think it's actually preset. Like all of the resources on all of these planets are actually preset. It's probably just some little filter system or something. I don't know exactly how it works, but it's neat. I like it. Oh, scan results are now poor. Oh, the poor little planet. It's been so thoroughly probed. Oh, hang on. That makes me a good chunk of platinum, that does. And depleted. Once you hit depleted, it pretty much means there's no big, chunky places left. So once it hits depleted, yeah, it's time to go. Alright, what we got unexplored?
I have detected an anomaly.
Ah, now that's what you want to listen out for. I have detected an anomaly. So you go into the scan mode. And you follow the white line. And you can find your thing. Whee!
Scans have found something.
And then you can land there. And this is what I mean about how planets have specific landing things, rather than just going on to any old planet you want. Now we have to use them first because we don't have any more players to play with yet. Okay, let's do this. Ah, yes, I think I remember this place. Of course, it's in the starting system, so obviously it's going to be like... Oh, hang on, I see refined... Something's refined. Aha! Platinum. Gotta keep an eye out for this stuff. Alright, now if memory serves... I'm gonna need that. Where's my... Aha! Alright. Oh, hello. I think we're good. They're all dead already. I think another set coming in a moment, but for now we'll just stick with exploring. Ooh, cook it open. Ooh, we'll save. Alright, let's do this. Beep, beep, beep. Ah, give me all the monies. Alright, security log, we'll get that later. Holy cell access bypass, check that out in a moment. I think that just opens up that door. Any others? You know what? I think they're trying to keep me out. It will not work, for I am better than that. Alright, access logs. Subject ID. Cerberus agent Tyrone Rawlings. Clips targeted Agent Rawlings some time ago. We know Rawlings is connected to the encrypted data we acquired. Data could conclusively prove Cerberus' involvement in Rachni experiments. We believe Rawlings possessed a cipher that could be used to decrypt the data. Without his cipher, the data could take years for Eclipse to decode. So then he gets captured. Now Eclipse is a name we'll be hearing a lot over the course of this game. It's interesting enough that the gangs you go up against don't really have names in the first one, but in this game they decided, you know what? Let's start giving them names and personalities. In fact, Eclipse, if memory serves, there are three groups. There's Eclipse, which is always categorized by people who wear yellow armor. There's the Blood Pack. Guess what color they wear. And... what the hell was the name of the third one? I can't remember, but they wear blue. They largely wear blue. And they also have different things. Like the Blood Pack are they're sort of the heavy gunner mercenaries. You know, they mostly go in for killing things. I think Eclipse is into drugs, or were they tech? I can't remember. We find out as the course goes on. But again, they've given these groups personalities. They've given them distinctive looks. So you know who you're going up against when you're facing someone. Like you may have noticed when I was fighting those people, they were all wearing yellow armor. That is the sign of a group being Eclipse. So subject interrogation, basically, yeah, he died. Which is not so good. Well, certainly not so good for him. Alright, so that's that one. That's that one. So sort of vaguely remembering all this stuff. Whoop. See how they're wearing yellow? Sign of the eclipse. Yeah, of course it says Eclipse Trooper at the top, of course. But, woo!
Enemies in front.
Gotcha. Wait, did I run out of ammo? Really? Wow, that's impressive. How the hell I managed to pull that one off? Boom. I don't think I need that one, thanks. Ooh, hello. We're flying platinum. Yes, please. Okay, bypass the door. Beep beep. Let's do it. We're in. Does that. I don't think he made it.
This computer contains the encrypted intelligence extracted from the captured Cerberus agent. The information could adversely affect Cerberus if it were ever circulated publicly.
Cover the data for yourself. I'm going Paragon, so I guess I'll do that.
Data uploaded to Alliance Command.
Woohoo! Experience gained 156, not too bad. You gain, because it's like a little mini mission rather than a full-blown story mission, you gain just a chunky little bit of experience. It's 120 points, I think, specifically. And for the record, leveling up, it's always a flat 1,000 per level. Kind of like Final Fantasy VIII like that. But there we go. Okay, so let's do that. And we're out. Okay, then. So that's that mission done. Excellent news. Just a nice little small mission, just an introductory thing. It's only in the first area anyway, so anything on this one? No, I didn't think so. Alright, now we don't have a lot of fuel left, so we should probably head back to the fuel depot. Good. We can also buy some replacement probes for the one I used. Buy fuel. Buy probes. Explore the rest of the areas, and then we'll explore the Normandy crash site. That's quite a nice little. It's I can't remember if it's treated as a main mission or a small mission, but it's a nice little one. It's a DLC one. It's one you only get once once you actually purchase the DLC. It wasn't part of the original game for some reason. Maybe that was an EA decision. Probably was an EA decision. Any anomalies? No. What's it like? It's rich. Rich in what? You see, we already have quite a lot of platinum. No, we'll do a bit. We will end up needing a lot more than what I've already got at the moat record, but
Launching probe.
Alright, a little bit there. Ooh, a lot of platinum. It is mostly just platinum. I'm just finding so much platinum at the moment. I think once we hit about 100,000 with platinum, that'll be a good place to stop. At least for this initial wave of... Trust me, we'll have to collect a lot more over the course of the game. Ooh. Some palladium.
Probe launched.
Nice. Whoop, oh, there we go.
Probe away.
Nice. Hang on, what's that?
Probe away.
Give me some iridium. Haven't found any element 0. Element 0 is quite rare to find. Can't remember if there were specific planets where you can get it or not. Ooh, that's a big one. That should get me a good couple of thousand on that. Ooh, hang on. Do that. Oh no, we're down to poor already. Poor planet. It has been probed. Alright, do that one. That should be the last one. Depleted. Excellent. Good, plenty more resources. To use as little fuel as possible. I'm basically being a skinflint on fuel. Nothing on that one. Nope, nothing on that one. Most of these is just a case of just marking most of these. Nope, nothing on that one either. Oh well, we can at least check out the Normandy crash site. I'm aware of that. Alright, most of these should be empty. I'd be surprised if there was actually a thing here. And then we'll check out Alchera. Sure you have. There it is. Alright, so we'll check out that in a moment. For now, let's use up some... I know, I just want to use up a few. I could always do it later, I suppose, but I want to do it now. Ooh. Get some palladium. Very good. Ooh. Ooh, that's a nice big one. We got enough platinum. Ooh, definitely get some more palladium. Is it palladium? No, it's probably palladium, isn't it? Thinking about it. Ooh, and oh, that's a really good one though. I saw it. See what else I can find. Ooh. Yep. As you can tell, I kind of have this down to a sort of science. Just want as much as I can get my hands on. Ooh. Trust me, we're gonna need it. Alright. Let's go to the crash site already. Right there. Woohoo! In we go. And then we can land. Scans confirm the wreckage of the SSV Normandy on the planet's surface. No life signs or mechanical activity detected. Stable landing zone located amid the crash site. Time to mourn the loss. It's very weird DLC because there's no real story to it. There's no real anything. It's literally just you find the Normandy's grave and kind of mourn it. It's a strange DLC because it doesn't serve any real story purpose. You don't get anything out of it. You just kind of get to say goodbye. You know? I mean, there's a little mini quest that you can do here, but it's such an odd choice for a DLC. It really is one of those ones that's like, let's say goodbye to the first game in a roundabout kind of way. You don't even need any weapons. Well, you do kind of need weapons a couple of times, but nothing for anything like serious. But what you do have, as I said, you have these little dog tags. You gain 12 experience per tag, and there's 20 to find, and they're just scattered throughout the wreckage. You can just sort of wander around. As you can see, you can also put down a monument to sort of memorialize what happened. But yeah, dog tags just scattered everywhere. When you go into certain areas, you kind of get little flashbacks of it. It's a very strange mission, very strange for a DLC to be a DLC. Yeah, I already know where the monument's gonna go. I'll put that last. The dog tag down there. But it's just so quiet. Because it is a graveyard. It's a literal graveyard. Right. There we go. Just vault over. You can. Actually, I think I'll... No, pistol, please. I'll find a few things here or there. Ooh, element 0, always nice. And the SOS beacon. Look, you can see the sort of front end of the Normandy right up there. Any more tags in the area? That's the wrong button again. Gotta remember, it's the space button. Space button to run, not run button. Because, yeah, for some reason this game is just weird like that. At least running in this game does actually make you run. It's not a great run, and it runs out very quickly. But at least you can run. And that was the CIC. What's left of it now. And if you think about it, considering this is where the Normandy crashed, technically this is where they would have found Shepard's body. Datapad. Unrecovered data. Spoke to the commander about this. All these damned aliens aboard the Alliance's most advanced ship. I just don't trust them, especially that damned Asari. An aquarium? What does Shepard think this is? A zoo? Look, it's Navigator Presley's journal. With the Quarian. It seems she's on some kind of pilgrimage, trying to improve the lot of her home ship. I can understand that. I would babysit my children or anything. But if she has to be on board, I suppose it's not too bad. For a while now, and I'm taking a look back at the past entries of this journal, how blind I was at the time. I came on the ship firmly believing humanity was on its own in the galaxy. Shepard brought all these aliens on board. There's no way I could have accomplished what we did without them. I'm proud to say I would die for any member of this crew, regardless of what world they were born on. Poor Presley, he didn't make it. Such a shame. Such a strange DLC, really, isn't it? Ooh, another dog tag. Oh, there's another one up there too. They're just kind of scattered all over. Just gives you something to sort of occupy yourself with while you're wandering around. But it's a nice bit of experience. And you can find a few other goodies and stuff. It's 11 of 12, huh? Well, we'll keep going. Don't want to place the monument here, but thank you all the same. I already know where the monument's going. It was the long-term stasis pods. Funny there were only 8, when there was a much larger crew than 8 aboard the ship. But look, and this is where this game started, I should say. With you running around here, and Liara running around, and all that stuff. Huh. Seems like a lifetime ago. It's only 2.5 hours. That's 13. Oh, another one over there. Poor Ashley. Actually, I'm not really that sad she's gone. I'm pretty sure if Caden is the one who's died, he's the one you remember in this particular flashback bit. But, alright, so we've got a few more left to... Oh, there's one over there. So sad. But we got another Normandy now, and it's better than before. Alright, so is there anywhere I haven't been? Oh, the box over there, that'll contain a tag. I'm pretty sure all the boxes have tags. And there's another box over there too. That's some more element 0, because why the hell not? Oh, there's another tag. I think that was the one for the box I just shot. Because that does mean I'm technically missing a tag somewhere. Oh no, missing tag. There's always one, isn't there? There's the poor Mako. Well, she was annoying anyway. Her controls were absolutely abysmal. I will say the vehicle replacement that you get in this game is much better. Well, I say vehicle replacement you get in this game. You get it if you buy the correct DLC. The Firewalker DLC. That's the only one. Alright, so where the bloody hell is that last tag? It's got to be around here somewhere. Got to look out for that distinctive glow. I think I've been in all the major areas. I must have just missed it buried around a rock somewhere. Where are you? Very easy to miss, considering there are indeed a lot of rocks. So we know I went down over there. Definitely went up into there. Ah. There you have it. And that's the 20 people who apparently died on board the ship. Which I'm fairly certain is less than the actual number of NPCs that existed on board the first Normandy. I could be wrong on that one, but there we go. Anyway, I already know where the station's going. I always like to place it right next to the Mako. Because as annoying as the controls of the Mako was, it did let us explore other worlds. And in a way, I have to press F to place the monument, so let's F to pay our respects. I think this game actually came out before that one. I think. Could be wrong, but I think it did come out before that one. I can't remember which Call of Duty game it was. I want to say it was Modern Warfare 3 that had the F to pay respects thing. But I'm pretty sure this game came out before that. But, yeah, so this game was the original F to pay respects thing. Alright, let's go. That's it. You collect the dog tags, you collect up a few chunks of Element Zero, you place a monument, and you leave. And that's the entire DLC. Like, that's the whole thing. You just get that little area to run around in. Monument has been placed at the last resting place of the SSV Normandy on Alchera. Families of all missing crew members have been notified of their ultimate sacrifice. So yeah, I mean, collecting up the dog tags is nice. You know, family does get closure that the people really did die. Although after 2 years, I don't think that's exactly, you know, unknown. And here you get 240 experience, so it's a nice thing to do. I didn't get a level up out of it though, but and I found 500 Element Zero, which, you know, nothing to sneeze at. All right, and we're in. And you know what? That is a very weird thing, actually. For some reason, it always drops you off on the previous planet you were looking at. I don't know if that's like a bug or what, but I mean, Alchera was the planet I'd landed on, but it dropped me off at Angea because that was the planet I looked at before I went to Alchera. I don't get that, but whatever. Anyway, so as you can see at the top there, the Omega Nebula is 100% complete. Basically means I've visited all the planets, which means there's no more little side missions to find there. Okay, buy some fuel, buy some probes. Now we have 3 missions right here on Omega. Omega is one of the big hubs that this game has, and we'll be visiting that later. In fact, it'll probably end up being next time I play it. But look, we have the whole galaxy to explore. We can go to the local cluster, which is already 100% fine. We can go to the Serpent Nebula, which is already 100% explored. But we can also visit the Eagle Nebula, the Izmir Frontier, the Hourglass Nebula. Everywhere currently has objectives on it. Investigate Project Overlord. Project Overlord is a DLC. I'll be doing that later. Recruiting the Convict. That'll probably be next time as well. Recruit the Krogan. And the Firewalker MSV Rosalie. Yeah, that'll probably be today. Probably be next time. We can visit the local cluster. There's a small Easter egg, I guess you could call it here. I don't usually go and do this, but for you guys, I guess I'll show you. And look, you can see all the lovely planets. Look, let's have a look at Earth. You can't go to Lunar, interestingly enough. But look, it's Earth. Obviously, you can't send probes into it for obvious reasons. I think that's fair. But you can send probes into the other ones, including Uranus. Which is unfortunately depleted, but if you actually try...
Really, Commander?
Edie calls you out for it. Really, Commander? Shush. It's depleted, but...
Uranus.
They just make the joke. I don't know why, but probe Uranus, why the hell not? Just because. And look, it's Pluto! Which is really, really tiny. If you actually look at it, it doesn't look anything like our research recently suggests. Because we didn't know what Pluto actually looked like at the time. We hadn't actually sent New Horizons to see it. So it doesn't have the giant heart on it like it should do. Oh well. What you gonna do? Pluto is a dwarf ice walls. Yeah, technically it's not a planet. So, shush up. Although, interestingly enough, in the lore of the Mass Effect universe, Charon, the moon, I guess you could call it, that orbits Pluto. Actually, there's a lot of distinction about whether Charon should be classified as Pluto's moon, or Pluto and Charon should be considered a dwarf planetary system, because the orbital point of the two planets is actually outside of Pluto. Like, the orbital point between the Earth and the moon actually exists within the body of Earth, which is why it's said that the moon orbits Earth. But Pluto and Charon's is actually outside the planet, like the central orbital point. So it's kind of considered, maybe it should be considered, you know, a twin system of two small planets rather than a planet and a moon, or a dwarf planet and a moon, or whatever you want to call it. But within the lore of the Mass Effect world, believe it or not, the ice body Charon was actually supposed to house the mass relay. That's why it doesn't actually have a moon, and the relay here is right outside of Pluto's orbit, was because the mass relay was sealed in a ball of ice that we thought was Pluto's moon. But yeah, it's just one of those weird little tidbits. Who knows what happens? And that's of course that's what happened, because we got to like Mars, we found the Protean ruins on Mars. That led us to Charon and finding the mass relay, which we then unearthed, and we ran to the Turians, and the first contact war happened, and then we found the Citadel, and everything happened after that. That's brief history of the Mass Effect universe. Anyway, we want to go to the Citadel because I need to upgrade my Spectre status to alive. Okay, so we've only got 2 probes missing. That should be fine. Enter orbit. It's the Citadel. Woo! Lovely. Looking a little less pink this time, but still pink-ish. Pink enough. At least you don't have to watch it land and, you know, just sort of fly in and fly off every single time. Because you can actually skip these cutscenes. I'm just showing them to you now because I can. How long have we got? We got 20 minutes. I can do a little bit of shopping on the Citadel, and then we'll go say hi to Anderson, who has an unfortunately small role in this game. So we'll take the only 2 people we can because that's all we got. Yep. You have to have your party with you at all times. Nope. Incoming. But we can at least recruit Kasumi, because she's here waiting to be recruited. Ah, the Citadel. And you don't get to see the same section of the Citadel this time. Yeah, there she is. But yeah, look, basically how this works is you get little hub areas. In the original game, you just had the Citadel as this kind of hub area. But in this game, you have these hub areas, and then the main missions, or at least some of the main missions, actually kind of bleed off from these hub areas. Although you do also get main missions on planets that's just like a little isolated place. It's a lot more close to the first one. But these hub things, as you can see, they're actual like proper little maps and hub areas. You don't get to see the same areas though. Like the Citadel, the Presidium, and the wards from the first game, they're gone. You don't get to see those again. You just get this ward section. So, yeah, first things first. I like this. She's just like hacking into the advertisement terminal.
We have the finest companions waiting for you.
I like that. So let's get her on board.
Tell me your password, Commander Shepard.
Silence is golden.
Good to finally meet you, Commander Shepard. Kasumi Goto. I'm a fan.
Has Cerberus filled you in on the mission?
Honestly, I'm shocked they didn't come to see me sooner. My fault for being hard to find, I guess.
What brought you to Cerberus?
That's a bit of a story. Short version, they were looking for me, so I trailed them to find out why. Turns out they were looking for someone to join you on an important mission, and were offering a serious signing bonus. I had a thing I needed help with, so I made them a deal. And here we are.
What's with the password and the sneaking around? Are you in trouble or something?
I'm the best thief in the business, not the most famous. Need to watch my step to keep it that way. I also needed to make sure all this was legit. And I have no doubts now. You're the real Commander Shepard.
What makes you so sure?
There's a certain aura about you. Like you've seen things no one else has. Even without knowing what you looked like, I knew it was you.
Good to have you along, Kasumi. You ready to go?
I travel light. I've already slipped my things aboard your ship.
Of course you
I'm
have.
really glad you're helping me out with the heist. Can't wait to see how you look in formal wear.
I have a feeling you know something I don't.
They didn't tell you? And they call me secretive. I'm looking for my old partner's gray box. A man named Donovan Hawk took it, and I'm planning to get it back.
What's this heist you're planning?
Not here, Shepard. You'll get a briefing when the time comes. I need time to nail down the details anyway. I've taken the liberty of getting you some evening wear, though. You want to look presentable.
If you're a famous smuggler, you're doing it wrong. Well, yeah. Well, she's a thief. She's not a smuggler. There is a big difference there. She'd probably take offense at that.
What do you know about Donovan Hawk?
Mr. Hawk is a well-respected businessman. Arms dealer, murderer, generally not a great guy. His mansion's famous for being hard to crack, but I have a way in, and I think you're gonna love it.
I doubt Hawk's the kind of guy who takes kindly to people sneaking into his house.
I always expect trouble. That's why you're here.
Okay.
I assume a gray box is some kind of hardware.
It's a neural implant. Illegal in most places. Stores memories, thoughts, secret codes, illicit information. This one in particular belonged to my partner, Keiji Okuda. We worked together for a long time, before Hawk killed him.
Tell me about this former partner of yours.
His name was Keiji Okuda, the best hacker and entryman I've ever known. Unfortunately, he slipped up and made himself infamous. He stole something he shouldn't. He warned me it was bad, something that could spark interstellar war if it got out. That information got him killed.
What could he have found that's so bad?
He wouldn't say what it was, just that it was dangerous. He said if it got out, humanity would be in trouble. He encrypted it, wrapped it up in his own memories. To decode the information, you have to sift through all the time we spent together. Now those memories are all that's left of him.
I can understand why you'd want to get it back.
Getting it back will be easier with your help, Shepard.
If that's what Cerberus promised you, we'll get it done.
It'll be fun. And if we're lucky, you won't even have to draw your gun.
Where's the fun in that?
We should probably wrap this up. You look pretty silly standing there talking to an advertisement. See you on the ship, Shepard.
Yeah. The rest of the characters ain't going to be as easy to recruit as that. She's easy to recruit because she's a DLC character. With the rest of the characters, you have to go through a mission to recruit them, and then you go through a mission to make them loyal to you. With the DLC characters, you just have a conversation to recruit them and just do the loyalty mission. I guess it's because they didn't want to program 2 missions for DLC rather than everything else. Okay.
Obviously, security has tightened since you were last here.
Shut it down. What? Do you seriously think? Yeah, okay. Sorry for the inconvenience, ma'am. Our scanners are picking up false readings. They seem to think you're dead.
I was listed as missing in action a couple years ago.
Would you mind checking in with my captain? He can reinstate you in our system. He's just past the scanners on your right.
Oh, yay.
You'll have
Paperwork.
to make him scream a little. He's not gonna tell you everything just because you ask.
Yes, I see the problem already, Commander Shepard. My console says you're dead.
You're not worried I'm some imposter claiming to be me?
We have the best screening equipment in the galaxy. Those scanners can sample DNA from skin flakes. Hell, if you have unregistered gene mods, they can even figure those out.
Your sergeant said you could help with that.
Usually you'd have to go through the station security administration to reactivate your IDs, then to customs and immigration to regain access to the Citadel itself, and probably a stop by the Treasury. Spending a year dead is a popular tax dodge. But I can see you're a busy woman. So how about I just press this button right here, and we call it done?
Couldn't one of us or both of us get into trouble for that?
There's no way to fool the DNA scanners in that tunnel. You're you. Why wait in long lines and fill out a massive useless hard copy paperwork to get to the same place? The Council does everything by the book. They've had thousands of years to write it. Sometimes things need to get done without a committee vote.
You're not big on formalities, are you?
I'm with them right up until they keep people from doing their jobs.
Fair enough.
There. I just saved you about 9 days of running around. That said, you should head up to the Presidium and tell them you're still alive. The Council probably wants to talk to the one who saved their scaly asses.
I will. Having access to the Council and the Spectre's resources would be useful.
Yeah. The Council can get anything. Best thing about working CSEC is that any equipment, information, or money you need, you get. Anyway, something else you need? Or can I get back to work?
Yeah, I'll do for now. I don't have a lot of time left before I have to go. Avina's still back. Yay, she's still there. Okay, so how it essentially works is you get a whole bunch of shops. You got Citadel Souvenirs, Rodam Expectations, and that's Expeditions even. Read it right. But you get also a lot of other things, Rapid Transit and stuff like that. I'll go to the Rapid Transit Terminal. I forget who's got what.
Good day, my friends. Welcome to the Citadel.
Oh god, you know what? I always wanted to make a comic of this. Basically, if you've got high enough Paragon or Renegade stuff, you can basically blag your way in for a discount.
Since these stores are owned by the council, do government
And you can literally do it at
Yes,
every single
What's your position?
store.
I'm a former Spectre.
My goodness, I didn't know Spectres quit. I don't believe you qualify for a discount, though.
How about if I throw in an endorsement from the woman who defeated Saren?
You are Shepard? My goodness. The increase in sales would certainly be worth offering a discount.
What do you need me to do?
Just voice your endorsement into my console.
I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite store on the Citadel.
Excellent.
All right.
I will get
You
my
get that
third
line.
PI to add it to our advertising immediately.
And every time you walk past the store, it blares it out at you. But you can do it at every single store here on the Citadel, right? And I just had this mental image of just... well, I have the story idea going in two directions. Either everybody in the area just being deafened by all these stores blaring that out at them, like, constantly. Or it's a little more storied. It was like somebody bumping into Shepard who's like carrying all these like guns and items out of this shop, and just like, wow, you must have a lot of money to be able to do that. And he just follows Shepard down the thing as like this line blurts out all over the place or something like that. I never really worked out the details. Look, you can buy a space hamster. Isn't that good? So yeah, this is the thing. A lot of these things are just miscellaneous stuff. Like you can buy a space hamster, you can buy some fish, or you can buy some models. These are quite cheap things. I mean, look, that's 7,666 because it's got discount on it. There's no reason not to get the discount if you can, by the way. It really does save you a good chunk of money in the long run. So we'll buy all this because who doesn't like a space hamster and who doesn't like space fish? And we'll buy some models because they're cheap. But you can buy actually like good things as well.
I heard that those lakes up on the Presidium are filled with fish.
I think if you listen to this guy's conversation, you can tell him stuff. But, yeah, we need to go to the Presidium. And we'll talk to Anderson.
This meeting would be more productive if Udina was to join us.
My advisor is unavailable. As counselor, I represent the voice of humanity and the Alliance. Shepard will be here and... Oh, Commander. We were just talking about you.
It's been a long time, Anderson. I hope the last couple years have treated you right.
There have been some rough spots. It's good to have you back.
We've heard many rumors surrounding your unexpected return. Some of them are unsettling.
We called this meeting so you could explain your actions, Shepard. We owe you that much. After all, you saved our lives in the battle against Saren and his Geth.
The Collectors are abducting human colonists in the Terminus systems. Worse, we think they're working for the Reapers.
The Terminus systems are beyond our jurisdiction. Your colonists knew this when they left Council space.
You're missing the important part, Counselor. The Reapers are involved.
Ah yes, Reapers. The immortal race of sentient starships allegedly waiting in dark space. We have dismissed that claim.
Shepard, no one else encountered the hologram on Ilos that told you the truth about the Reapers. Only you and your crew ever spoke with Sovereign. I believe you. But without evidence from another source, the others think Saren was behind the Geth attacks.
Go back to Ilos and talk to Vigil. Or just look at what's left of Sovereign. It's obvious the technology is more advanced than ours.
The hologram on Ilos is no longer functional, and we have found nothing to suggest that Sovereign was not a Geth creation.
The Geth are capable of remarkable technological achievements. This is probably why Saren recruited them.
This Reaper theory proves just how fragile your mental state is. You have been manipulated by Cerberus, and before them, by Saren.
Saren was an organic. The Geth would never accept him as their leader. They only followed him because he was Sovereign's agent.
Saren was a compelling and charismatic individual. He convinced the Geth the Reapers were real, just as he convinced you.
It was part of his plan to attack the Citadel. The Reapers are just a myth, one you insist on perpetuating.
We believe that you believe it, but that doesn't make it true.
I kept Saren from conquering the Citadel. I sacrificed human lives to save this council.
We are in a difficult position, Shepard. You are working for Cerberus, an avowed enemy of the Council. This is treason, a capital offense.
That's too far. Shepard is a hero. I'm on this council too, and I won't let this whitewash continue.
Maybe there is a compromise. Not a public acknowledgement given your ties, but something to show peripheral support.
Shepard, if you keep a low profile and restrict your operations to the Terminus systems, the Council is willing to offer you reinstatement as a Spectre.
What does that mean? Will I need to start filing reports?
That won't be necessary. This is a show of good faith on our part.
We cannot become involved in an investigation regarding the missing colonies in the Terminus systems, but Spectre reinstatement shows our support of you personally.
Oh well, might as well be a Spectre again. I think you can actually go through the game without doing
I
this.
accept your offer. It's good to have the Council on my side.
Good luck with your investigation, Shepard. We hope for a quick resolution and a quick end to your relationship with Cerberus.
Well, that went better than expected. You realize the Council's offer is just symbolic. They won't actually do anything.
Even if they don't help, I might as well stay on good terms.
True enough. Don't worry about the Council or the Alliance. I'll find some way to keep them off your back. Shouldn't be too hard. As long as you keep to the Terminus systems.
Anderson, we need to talk about... Shepard. What are you doing here?
Stop by to see how Anderson was doing.
You don't have to cover for me. I invited Shepard here to speak with the Council. We just finished our meeting.
You what? Consular, do the words political shitstorm mean anything to you?
The Council reinstated my Spectre status. They're just happy I'm staying out in the Terminus systems.
Yes, I could see how that arrangement works best for both sides.
Udina, you are such a
really
dick.
Shouldn't have taken a step like this without consulting with me first, Consular.
I don't answer to you, Udina. Why don't you go to your office and think about that for a while?
Of course, Consular. Good day to both of you.
Sorry about that. Udina's never gotten over the fact that I got the Council position instead of him. Sometimes I need to put him in his place.
Udina's just doing his job.
Yeah, I still like Anderson. He's so cool.
He's got his uses.
I mean, Keith David does his voice.
He knows who can make it happen. Plus, he's always happy to attend all those formal diplomatic functions I can't be bothered with.
How've the last couple years treated you?
Serving on the Council isn't how I plan to spend my twilight years. Sometimes it feels like I'm just beating my head against a wall. Knowing the truth about Sovereign is brutal. It's nightmare stuff. I can't blame others for not wanting to believe it, but I know how important it is. So I keep trying. Fighting the good fight, right?
Forget Udina and the Council. Join my crew and help me stop the Collectors.
I'm too old to go racing across the galaxy. Much as I complain, I've got an important job to do here. The front line. That's got to be yours.
How long did it take to get this place back up to speed after the battle?
Still counting. The main areas of commerce and the most populated wards are complete. But estimates for total restoration are sitting around 5 years. The Keepers always surprise us, though. It's like our repairs are annoying. We'll put up an ugly new bulkhead, and in a few days, they've made it seamless. We never really thought of them as heavy lifters, and I have no idea where they get the resources. But we'd never get done without them.
I'm surprised no one can tell Sovereign isn't Geth technology. Didn't they examine the wreckage?
Wait, that's 6 o'clock already.
We don't have much to
Blimey.
look at. Pieces have been
Oh well, I'll wrap up this conversation and then I'll call it a day.
with who knows how many species combing the wards for their dead. We secured as much of it as we could, but between the keepers and a whole lot of unauthorized salvage, there's no way to account for even half of that thing. Another reason why they don't want to acknowledge what Sovereign was.
What happened to Staff Lieutenant Alenko after the Normandy was destroyed?
Staff Commander Alenko is still with the Alliance, but he's working on a special mission. It's classified. I can't say any more. Not while you're working with Cerberus, I'm sorry.
No.
Last I knew, we were still fighting holdouts.
Here and there. But they are increasingly disorganized. It's long since stopped being called a war. More like cleanup. Not that you can ever discount them. But we haven't had serious casualties for months. A civilian ship will spot an enclave and we send in a squad to clear it. They're not quite the boogeymen they used to be.
Well, probably for the best. Yeah, the way I see it is going is someone walks into a store and complains about the high prices, and the clerk goes, "Whoever told you the products were approved by Commander Shepard?" And he just stares incredulously. Right, and it cuts to outside where every store has the same distinction. Yeah, something like that. Like I said, I was never quite sure how it would go, but I'm sure there's a joke in there somewhere, you know? Anyway, so we're a Spectre again, so that's good. Right, let's head back to the dock. In fact, let's head back to the Normandy and then I can make a save. Skipped. Alright, so let's make a save and then I can end it and I can always go back in there next time. So, the mark wall is viewed. Yep. Okay, excellent. So, I think we will leave it there for today. It is good to be back. I actually kind of forgot how much fun I have playing this game. I hadn't actually played through Mass Effect series in general for quite a long time. Yeah, I do still really like Mass Effect 2. It's good to be back. It's good to be beyond Mass Effect 1 again. Back into like what I feel is more of the appropriate feel for the Mass Effect series. Because like obviously, you know, the first game in the series tends to be a bit rough around the edges. You know, they haven't quite decided what they're going to do. It's a bit like the first season of a TV show, you know, before they really like settle and nail down what they want the direction to go in. But yeah, it's great stuff. It's really good fun, and I'm going to look forward to playing this over the coming months because it is going to take me quite a long time. This is a much longer game, I think, than the first Mass Effect game. Thank you all for watching, everybody. I do hope you have enjoyed this, and I will see you all whenever I next see you. Take care out there, everybody. Bye-bye.